All right.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like Mario.
Yeah, we're live, baby.
I know, I always pretend to run when I hear that.
So see, mine's good. Mine's good. I'll do that.
Brandon's always good.
Yeah, you look good there, Seth.
Oh.
Do I have to talk now?
That
I
was
can
awesome.
talk now.
Me talk now.
What is that from?
I don't know.
From Brandon.
It's from me. From your boy. Oh, it's so hot.
Started getting warm.
I've been warm all day.
Warm.
Okay. Rules for you, Peyton.
Rules.
Don't kick the table. Seth loves to do it.
I'm trying not to mess with it because it's kind of... You got a lot of games and puzzles.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to have puzzles at my house.
So don't kick the table. Make sure you speak up, obviously, because this has to catch you. You need to take the collar off of Caesar.
It's catching all of that.
Make sure he doesn't have any bones.
Or bones, yeah.
Take away all of DB Cooper's bones from him.
Ooh, good one.
Thank you. Ugh.
Keep riffing.
DB Cooper's bones in this bag. I'm just going to keep talking about that. This is all being recorded for the YouTube right now.
Right now?
Yeah, which I forget about every time we're done recording.
This whole thing's going to be on YouTube?
Uh-huh.
So far, yeah. Unedited, unfiltered,
Really?
YouTube is unedited.
uncircumcised.
I'm going to sit like this the rest of the time.
Just all like scared.
Okay, I'm just gonna take his collar.
Like this, like you're holding me here, hostage.
I'm also a hostage.
It's just us.
Brandon.
Brandon's.
Try to escape.
What? I told you not to fucking move.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's all done.
Almost
DB
kicked the
Cooper's
table.
bones are picked up.
We're not on the recording yet. Brandon's still doing an audio test there.
Yeah. So none of this will be on the podcast.
Yeah, the
Just
video
the video
will.
will be on the YouTube.
So with no sound?
No, that'll be sound.
Oh!
This is catching sound and video. This will catch only sound for the podcast.
Yeah, so this is going to be real crisp. If you watch it on YouTube, it's going to be all the nonsense.
Oh.
Unedited, unfiltered.
There's some good stuff on the YouTube from time to time, and one clip that will never see the light of day.
We can show you later, but
Yeah, we'll show you.
none of our listeners get to know.
When we say, sometimes we forget that the video's on just before we start recording.
Oh, we
Sometimes
forget.
we forget that the video's on.
I always forget after the fact, and I'll start saying some crazy shit.
Tell her about pauses, I'm gonna pee.
Okay. So we don't actually have to pause. It's a lie that Brandon's perpetuated since
Fuck.
that he closed the door.
Don't high-five me when I pause.
So what Brandon's gonna do, we're gonna hit record. We're gonna do about 5 seconds, just of white noise that we'll need for editing later, and then we're gonna do a little intro, usually based on something in the movie or just something stupid we do as like a little like gag.
We're gonna do it?
Yeah, we'll all do a little intro. We just do like an improv scene basically.
I'm not...
You're good. I usually don't talk during these. And I just like say something once in a while. You're good. It can be just me and Brandon. Then we'll pause for another 5 seconds. And Brandon, it will be good about signaling when we're supposed to pause. He'll hold his hand up, count down from 5.
Okay.
Just for more editing, we got to put sound clips in between those pauses. My first time, I think it was actually the second time. Brandon's put his hand up to signal a pause because we were getting into the facts portion of it, and I just high-fived him instead because I forgot what we were doing.
Oh, he was like...
He was like,
and you
yeah.
said... Teamwork. I want to drink my Santa beer, but I'm scared I don't like stouts.
I'll just take a sip. If you don't like it, I'll take it. But yeah, there's gonna be...
Marina's watching Siesta Key.
Oh, I love that show.
Who told me to...
I know, I heard you.
Oh, I haven't watched Palm Springs yet. But because I was watching the French Dispatch and the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, you're on Wes Anderson.
Anderson right
Oh, don't tell Lucas.
I know, Seth told me not to. And I'm watching Wednesday, so... Oh, God. Tim Burton.
Okay.
Which I didn't know was Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was Tim Burton.
Right?
Okay.
Looks his
And
actual least favorite
since
director.
you are in the middle, beers, just be careful. That's empty. Setting these down. So that
Showing
they're
off
not...
my beer. Oh, loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks good. Okay, how are we starting this bitch?
I was just wondering that, actually.
Hey, are these your wedding socks that I got you?
No, those are actually
No,
mine.
yours were the piano. Never mind.
Those are
Lucas
my
has had the
socks.
dogs. Those are actually your socks.
Yes.
Micah got me them because I cried because I forgot to wear socks one day.
Is that going to be our intro?
My socks?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to do a Christmas mail thing.
Like Miss Sketty.
Like, I'm
'Cause I miss it.
I'm the Christmas male and I'm the Christmas female.
Yeah. Which one of us is going to be the Christmas female?
I think me.
Yeah, that sounds right. You said you're too nervous to do the intro.
Oh, I just saw. I don't know. I'm female.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fucking red and green and manly.
I'll do the Christmas female.
The
Yeah.
Christmas male.
Okay.
I think it's a bad idea.
I think it's good. All right.
That's
That's
good.
what we're doing.
It's gonna fizzle out immediately.
You can join in whenever you need, or you can stay silent until we introduce you. The latter, it sounds like. Okay. All right. Ready?
No.
Okay. Great. I'm gonna slow this down a little more. Okay. 1, 2. I don't need to say this. Play.
I forgot my line.
You don't need a line, mister.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm the Christmas male. M-A-L-E.
Mi senora, Christmas female.
Why are you Spanish? Why are you speaking Spanish? And that wasn't even, it was broken Spanish.
¿Por qué?
To mi senora?
Mi no speak no English.
It's not Jar Jar.
Me the Christmas female. Protect me, Christmas male.
Put her in a wood chipper. I'm not protecting shit.
Wait, why am I being in a wood chipper?
Because I don't like what you're doing right now. I want to dispel it from the earth, Steve Buscemi style.
What up? I'm the Christmas female. It's like a real Butch character.
So fucking ripped.
Yeah.
I can't do thirst traps.
I like butt stuff.
Is that a manly thing to do?
No, it's just like a lesbian thing. I'm like the Butch kind of.
What?
Yeah. I like to be the giver, though, you know? Mr. Christmas Male.
I have no more to add to this.
Zoom, 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 zoom. I think that was a great intro that we did.
That might be the worst thing we've ever done.
Why? Why do you say that?
Just tell me how it goes in your editing.
Top 5 Christmas mail draft.
The Christmas mail.
Senora Santa.
No.
No, definitely not.
No.
I think you guys already know what the fuck movie we're watching because of our intro, and not because you read the title.
It's never because they read the title. They always
It's
just
not
blindly.
It's
they
not
always
because you guys
blindly
listen to
press
the
play.
podcast. Yeah. That one.
Brandon has us planned out for 5 weeks. So the diehards have a notebook of every movie we're going to do.
Yeah, well, no, I have us planned out through March, so.
I know.
But they don't know that.
You have my life planned out.
What are you going to do next Friday?
You tell me.
You're going to eat some lobster.
I'm not eating lobster.
You love fish.
Where's Lucas?
He died. He died.
So
No.
Devon's dead.
Devon's dead. Lucas
Because-
is dead.
How did Devon die again?
Tetanus.
And Lucas died. Sadness.
Whooping cough. Pertussis.
Okay.
They both could have been protected if they would have just gotten their Tdap shot, but they didn't. So they're gone.
Forever.
And now it's just us. And what? People that were not watching the YouTube page are going to be shocked. Everybody else watching YouTube is going to be like, well, obviously.
People watching YouTube were, huh?
We've got a Christmas female with us, and it's not Senora.
It's not Senora Santa.
It's not me, Senora Santa. We have a guest joining us. And Seth, this is your guest, so...
Guest, would you
guest for us, please.
Hi, my name is Seth's sister.
That is her name.
That's my name at work.
It's on the birth certificate.
Seth.
They put it on my name tag.
Seth is actually your first name as well. Sister, middle name.
Yeah.
Apostrophe S,
Yeah,
middle
Seth's
name. Last.
Sister Tigner. Sister Tigner. It's like a nun. Sister Tigner in the house. We got Peyton here. Thank you.
Insert the ham horn.
Ham. I could just do it. Both of us could do it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. Oh, we'll get the ham horn out.
Yeah. It's been a while.
And Peyton requested this episode.
Ham.
And why did you request... Oh, I accidentally did it again.
Brandon, no more ham horn. Brandon.
That was you. People on the YouTube page know, but...
Nobody's watching the YouTube. We get 3 views.
Why did you request this film? Seth actually plugged it, but then you were like, I need to be on. Is it?
Classic.
It has been a classic for like
Yeah.
4 years.
No, longer. I think I saw it for the first time, the YouTube clip of it, when I was maybe 17.
But not the movie itself,
No.
just the YouTube.
Just the YouTube clip.
YouTube, MeTube, he, she, we.
Male and
Tube.
female tube.
Oh, yeah. Get your tubes tied down at YouTube. But that's only for the Senora closet.
Tube it your way.
Tubi television.
That's what it's really about.
Too many tubes.
Too many tubes.
So, we're
Good
doing...
song.
I guess we haven't even had... I've got questions for you guys.
He always has questions.
I always do. First off...
Except when he forgets, which has been lately.
Well, yeah, I do a lot. I forget often.
I know.
The first question is, do you like the post office?
To post office?
I like when they bring my mail.
There we go, yeah.
They've been bad about it lately.
Oh,
I like the idea of the post office more than the actual
my
post
package
office.
never came. They lost one just 2 weeks
Damn.
ago. So never mind.
I wish Lucas and Devon were here, because Devon used to work for the post office. And Lucas, when he used to live in an apartment by himself in Missoula, had this feud with the post office where they wouldn't deliver him anything.
Why?
Because he didn't have a key to the mailbox, and it didn't have his name on the inside, but his landlords wouldn't give him the key to the mailbox, so he never got any mail for like almost a year.
God. Sorry, man.
Yeah. We're sorry, Lucas and Devon.
We're sorry.
We're glad you're out of the post office, maybe.
Oh, certainly.
He made good money.
Yeah, but it sounds like it'd be like the worst job ever.
Potentially.
Yeah.
My second question for you guys is, do you like saboteurs, I should say? Probably not.
I like to be a saboteur.
Okay.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, maybe. I guess I'd like to be. I don't
Yeah,
want it to
I don't want to
happen
get
to me.
saboteured. Yeah.
I want to be
The very
the one
best.
doing.
And
Yeah.
a third question, because I ask it, do you like Christmas? Seth is usually a resounding no.
I love Christmas.
No.
Seth only likes giving presents.
Yeah, that's the best part of Christmas.
Well, if you answered yes to liking the post office, saboteurs, or Christmas, you've come to the right place. This is the good, the bad, and the movies.
Movies.
And this week we watched Christmas Mail from 2010, which was a movie I was not privy to up to this point.
Yeah.
And I thank you guys for opening my eyes to this piece of art.
Are you gonna show your parents? Make it a family tradition. Show your kids.
I'm gonna introduce my parents to it. Yeah,
Good.
The
It's
night
gonna
before
become
Christmas
official.
mail.
I feel like your mom would either like really love it or get really mad at it.
she does love like Hallmark and like Lifetime movies, so she will probably love this.
This one's kind of like exceptionally bad though.
My dad's gonna be like immediately, this is the worst fucking piece of shit I've ever seen. Verbatim, that's what he would say.
He's gonna see a mailman walking around and be like, "What the hell is this? This is a movie?"
So yeah, 2010 is when this came out. Before we get into it, we're drinking beers, and I tried to find us something that scrum, it's like a rugby scrum,
Scrum.
like mail. So I thought, okay, we're either gonna do post office mail kind of theme or just macho mail, but also like Christmas. So then I found this at City Vineyard, It's by Rogue that did Bat Squatch from back on our Pokemon episode.
Did love Bat Squatch.
And this is called Santa's Private Reserve, and it's him opening a package that says Honey Mamas on it, and it's just like it's a secret package.
It looks like a cigar box.
Oh, it does, kind of. But still, like, kind of Christmassy, kind of secret mail kind of thing. Because why not? It is a stout with natural tahini, tangerine, and chocolate flavors. Coming in pint cans, 6.5% alcohol, 19 IBUs, and whatever the fuck 91 SRMs is. You guys work at a brewery. What does SRM stand for?
I don't know.
Wish I knew.
SRM.
What does IBU stand for?
IBU, I don't know what it stands for, but it's how bitter it's going to be.
International Bitterness Unit.
Why did you ask? Just to make me look like an ass?
Just to put you on blast. What is SRM, though?
I really don't know.
Are you looking up tahini instead?
Yeah.
What is tahini? I want to know that.
Tahini's a ground hulled sesame. So it's going to have a little bit of spice.
So like
but not
Asian,
spicy.
like an Asian beer.
No.
And Santa's always been convinced that all great confections come from the North Pole. So we reached out to our friends at Honey Mamas to help us show him otherwise. The Honey Mamas crew whipped up some of their favorite tasty treats, and we sent them up to Santa in a care package. See? Mail. Suck it, bitch. It's safe to say that he feels a bit differently now, because he's drunk, duh. For mere minutes after receiving the delivery, Santa was on the phone with us gushing about the delicious goodies, begging us to recreate this in his annual private reserve. That's his penis. Per his request, we teamed up with Honey Mamas to create this tahini, tangerine, and chocolate-flavored stout. Santa's sure to love it, and so are you. What are you looking up now?
SRM.
What is it?
I think it's how dark
It's
it
the
is.
color of it. This is 91 SRM. On 40, it's like the darkest I've ever seen. So this must be like pitch black.
Actually,
This is that new color black that they invented where it reflects like everything.
It's void. It doesn't. Yeah, it sucks in the colors.
just the
it looks
color
like
black hole.
I'm scared now.
Yeah,
what the
like
hell?
you put your laptop. Whoa! The
Drank it
densities
too
are
much.
crazy. All right, well let's taste them. Oh, hear that crack?
Wait for me, guys.
Oh my God,
We are not waiting.
that sounds horrible.
That's the void.
We are not waiting.
Huh?
I got it.
It's good.
What?
What the fuck was that?
Who the fuck is Teddy
But,
Jenkins?
like, really, what was that?
Don't know, man.
How did something fall? All right,
Could've been
whatever.
anybody.
That's a good beer.
Yeah, I can really taste the sesame.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, I think it said tahini on there is specifically toasted too.
Oh,
Did you
shit.
get that?
Have you ever had that toast from Dairy Queen?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's like diner
A
quality.
classic.
Have you ever had that sugar cookie blizzard from Dairy Queen?
Don't tell me. Don't talk about it.
How was it, guys?
It's so bad.
I've never been so disappointed in my life.
It's the
We were
worst
like, let's
thing
go
ever.
get ice cream. We're just like, ice cream. She's like, I really
We were
want to
literally
try.
chanting ice cream on the way to
Marina's
Dairy
like,
Queen.
I saw the sugar cookie one. You guys were like, oh, fuck, sugar cookie. So down for it. And Marina's like, well, I'm getting it. And you guys are like, I'm getting it too. I was like, I'm just getting regular cookie dough. And I got ice cream. You guys got sand.
Mistakes were made.
Brandon was the only one to enjoy himself with his ice cream.
Could you imagine if you guys got larges?
He'd be in debt.
One large bag of sand, please.
That'll be $12.
Seth and I also went to Dairy Queen the other day, like last week, and
Oh, yeah.
I ordered a chicken strip basket with the Texas toast, and I'm like, hey, can I get a 4-piece chicken strip basket with a drink? And the lady on the drive-thru immediately, I was after with the drink, she goes, but what about the sauce? And we're like, I haven't gotten there yet. Slow down.
It's the last step.
But the children love the sauce.
They love honey mustard.
She was so concerned, man.
Oh my god.
What? No sauce?
No sauce.
I haven't gotten there.
Dry.
4 pieces of dry chicken, please.
And 2 pieces of diner toast, please.
But what about the jam?
Nobody gets jam. Oh, we didn't get pretzel sticks for you.
God damn it.
We gotta go back. Get another blizzard, too. This time, Heath.
Heath only.
Heath. Heath, Heath, Heath.
No.
Boo.
Stop booing me.
I don't even like Heath, but I like it better than that.
That shit was so bad.
So this is the Dairy Queen podcast. Mi Senora Dairy Queen.
Stop with that voice. I'm gonna restart the recording if you do it again.
Misa no think so.
Don't like
That's my Jar Jar. Okay, I think we've diverted enough. Are we ready to get into it?
Yes.
Director today is John Merlowski. And so I told you earlier, Seth, that I found great research on this. And when I found out Lucas wasn't going to be on it, I had to share it with him.
Okay.
One, being our director today. Another, being the parent guide.
Oh, yeah.
Another, being one of our user reviewers.
Oh, yeah.
You know about that.
Yeah.
And lastly is one of the cast members. But, starting off, the director today is John Merlowski. Heard of him? Know him? Love him?
You know him. You love him.
My guy, John.
Well, I will tell you that he's done a film that we've already done on the podcast.
Oh, have I seen it?
No.
Oh, okay. Get out of here, then.
He's done Amityville, A New Generation. He did The Secret Agent Club. He did Richie Rich's Christmas Wish. You know that one? Where the richest kid in the world wishes that he wasn't super rich. But then all of his friends don't like him because he isn't rich. But then they grow to like him for just who he is rather than his money.
Ugh. Sounds bad.
And his name is Richie Rich.
It sounds horrible.
He's also done Contagion. But not the I don't think the 2011 like Matt Damon one with all those people in it. He did Cop Dog. Which reminds me of... No, not Mitchell's versus the Machines. That's Dog Cop.
Damn it.
He did A Golden Christmas, which feels like a dog one. I think that's probably has to have a Labrador in it.
Or a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Or a Shih Tzu, you know.
No.
He did... Seth, you're going to like this one. He did Next Stop Murder.
I do like that one. I wanted to say, why would I have to like that one? But you got me.
He's done The Bad Twin. Love Under the Lemon Tree.
Those are always a bad twin. Aren't they the exact same?
I don't know. What about your twin?
What about my twin?
I mean...
I'm the evil one.
Oh, that's of course. You're the bad boy.
Yeah.
Love Under the Lemon Tree. And...
Is that a porn?
there is that lemon porno.
Yeah.
All these lemon-stealing whores stealing lemons from my lemon tree.
Yeah. And then they, like, get her?
Yeah, they do. And the last one that he's directed is Santa with Muscles. Santa with fucking muscles.
Yeah, it's Hulk Hogan that goes through a brain injury, and he thinks he's Santa.
Hulk Hogan is fleeing from the cops and hits his head and becomes amnesic. Billionaire Hulk Hogan. He becomes amnesic and thinks that he's Santa Claus and helps an orphanage from getting torn to the ground. It's so good. You will not understand how good it is until you see the piezoelectric crystals. Like, it's... Once that part comes in, it takes to a whole new level.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
We almost did this week.
I know, we almost watched it again.
Which is great that it's a substitute for it. Alright. Writer, we got two of them. First is Lorene Lacey. And she's written Christmas Mail.
All right.
Way to go, Lorene!
This is her passion project. The only thing she's ever wanted to do is write Christmas mail.
This was her 10-page research paper.
Her husband's a mailman.
I said that.
Her husband's Devon.
Oh, shit! I said 10-page research paper, and Peyton's face just went...
I'm supposed to be home.
She's just supposed to be writing a research paper for her finals, but...
We're talking about Christmas mail.
I'm supposed to be talking about Shakespeare.
That's right.
What do you think about Prospero?
She hasn't seen or read The Tempest.
She
That's the
hasn't
only
seen it.
one. Yeah. She hasn't seen...
I read
Or Spaceships.
so many plays this semester.
Not The Tempest, though.
No.
That's your favorite Shakespeare. Above Titanic and Space Chimps, so...
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. The
Top
classic.
3.
Top 3 Shakespeare plays.
Then, aside from Lorene Lacey, there's also Stephen Palmer Peterson. And he's written Cop Dog.
A collab.
Next Stop Murder.
What, is he sleeping with the director?
I think you'll like this one. Deadly sibling rivalry. Oh shit! You guys have a lot of siblings.
I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, a very quiet whisper that the microphone definitely didn't pick
Will
up.
not be hearing that at home.
Even when I do the compression before the noise gate.
But after the noise reduction.
Yeah.
I love noise gate.
So deadly sibling rivalry. Then you got murder on the 13th floor. The Last Bid. Kill ratio. Consensus reality.
My KD.
Skin in the game. And assimilate. This person likes, like...
He needs some help.
Stephen
It's not
Palmer
okay.
Peterson. He wants to kill.
He has too many names.
We're gonna see him in the paper.
Stephen Palmer Peterson, Seth's sister Tigner, hand in hand. Too many names. So
Too many names.
those are our writers, and then we've got a cast. We've got Ashley Scott, we got AJ Buckley, Lachlan Monroe, Rolanda Watts, Vanessa Evigan, Piper Mackenzie Harris, Ron Rogie, and Lisa Long. Does any of those names ring a bell to you, Seth?
No? Should they?
Ashley Scott, AJ Buckley, Lachlan Monroe, Rolanda Watts, Vanessa Evigan.
And who was after that?
It's Vanessa Evigan's the one you should know.
Okay, but it's funny because Buckley is the one that sounds familiar. What is she?
Vanessa Evigan?
Yeah, is she in like Leprechaun or something?
She played Susie in Mel. She was the hot neighbor girl. Heather in this movie.
She was Susie and Mel?
So we've got a Mel and a Santa with Muscles connection
Oh my god.
in this episode.
Oh my god.
Remember when I told you that researching this reminded me of researching Mel because there was like no data and all the data was just lies?
Yeah.
And then I see Vanessa Evigan in this?
Oh. If you don't know about Mel, he's kind of our hero.
He's right there.
He's
He's that turtle.
he's a giant turtle.
But mostly
He's
just like normal-sized sea turtle.
Yeah. He's like standard Galapagos, but really big box turtle.
Yeah. And he skateboards, and he can pick up sticks.
Yep.
5,
And-
6, pick up sticks.
And he's really bad at eating pancakes.
Oh my gosh, so bad. And he can fly.
Oh yeah. I thought that was the last thing you bring up. You think you'd lead with that.
He's a
The flying giant
He's a hidden
turtle?
monster, yeah, but
Our champion.
yeah, for sure. He won our bracket, so that's what we got. And then a plot. And this plot threw me for a loop because I was not expecting it until watching this movie. In this holiday romantic comedy, a mysterious woman who works at the post office answering Santa's mail captures the heart of a disillusioned postal carrier. And the whole time I was like, why is she mysterious? Oh, she fucking mysterious, all right.
Oh boy, was she.
She got tricks up her sleeve like nobody's business.
Mysterious all over the place.
What?
I don't know.
Mystery Mist Getty.
Miss Getty.
Stealing quotes already.
I sure am. And history. Not applicable. Can't find enough.
Good. Was there anything fun to say about it at least? Like any...
I've got a couple things in the facts.
Okay.
I scrapped history for anything I could find on the facts. So usually on IMDb there's trivia, and then so I'll take whatever trivia is there. I'll take like 7, 8, something like that. And usually there's 30 to... I think The Shining had like 500
Right.
facts to cipher through.
Right.
This had none.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I'll just steal from the Wikipedia page, like something I found. There's no Wikipedia page. So
less popular than Mel?
well, the Wikipedia page for Mel was all lies.
Oh yeah, that's right. This
Somebody
movie cost $200
No, it didn't. Mel was the first non-binary character.
in film history.
Okay, so we're moving into budget already.
We should just do Mel again.
I love Mel.
Everybody does. You idiot.
It's budget time. Peyton, you want to sing our budget song?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
What
it.
is it?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sing it. You gotta make it up.
1,
No way.
2,
No way.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You got it. Make something up. Our last two guests made something up.
I can't make something up.
What? I made something up.
I made something up.
Lucas made something up.
And that's our actual theme song.
Yeah.
What?
We do have a theme song.
We do have a theme song.
I thought the intro you just did was the theme song, the Senora Santa.
Well, that's not our...
I thought there
the
was a new
Senora
one.
Santa is not our theme song. Do you know what a theme song is? I was pretending to be a
I thought you were just
Latino
changing
woman.
it every day. I don't know.
Oh, no. We have...
one, and then you go in.
We have a... Like,
the intro's different
Listen,
every
someone
time.
else is gonna have to do the budget.
All right, that's okay. We'll do the book. If you're doing the books, you better not fudge it. So let's play the game called Guess That Budget.
Guess That Budget!
Not
Guess That Budget is a property of The Good, the Bad, and the Movies. Anybody who tries to replicate will be persecuted.
prosecuted.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There was a song.
There is a song, yeah.
Yeah, I just
If
didn't
you're
sing
doing
it.
the books, you better not fudge it. So let's play a game called Guess That Budget.
Guess That Budget! I just did it twice.
So Lucas came up with that on the spot once, and it was lovely.
Yeah. This is a lot better than what I did, for sure.
My favorites whenever we do it is like, if you're not doing the books, you better not fudge it. So let's not play a game called Guess.
Because there is no budget.
Yeah, it's like, if you're not doing it, fuck it, we're still doing it.
Do we have a budget for this one?
We do.
Oh.
Yeah, surprisingly. What do you think the budget for this film was, Peyton? You're our guest, you get to go first.
$200.
Meld. Okay.
Male numbers. I'm going to say $40,000.
Seth is our winner today.
Just go.
It's 2.5 million.
Oh my god.
What?
I mean, that's not a ton.
When you think that Top Gun cost 15 million, though, in the 80s. And they had to fly fighter jets in that.
And they produced Christmas mail for 2.5.
Top Gun only cost 6 times more than this 30 years earlier and had fighter jets. The fuel alone cost 2.5 for that movie.
God. Maybe they just spent it on fuel and then like, oh god, we gotta make a movie still. So it was $0.
On Christmas mail?
Yeah.
They spent it all on jet fuel.
They bought $2.5 million in jet fuel and then like somebody out of pocket had to pay for
Wait
the
a
rest of the
second.
movie.
They're like,
We've made a mistake.
We don't have a jet in this film.
This is supposed to be a movie. Where did you get all this jet fuel? I ordered a movie. It was supposed to be a camel.
Could you imagine, like, back when Netflix used to deliver movies in your mail and you open up your mail and instead it's
$2.5 million of jet fuel.
You're like, I didn't order this.
Send it back. Be so
I ordered
stupid.
Christmas mail.
Literally.
So yeah, $2.5 million.
Okay.
However, I don't have any box office data for you because it did not go to theaters.
200,000.
This didn't make it to theaters.
No, because we'll get into it.
There was an assassination attempt.
No, there was no assassination.
It's never that. I always want it to be that.
It was not because it is made for television, so I never made it out.
Oh, okay.
If it did, how much do you think it would have made? Just worldwide.
Just worldwide?
Yeah.
Like in total?
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide included.
346,000.
Million. That's
$1 million.
How much do you think this would have made? Do you think people would have seen it in theaters?
Do you think it would have broken Avatar's record?
No.
Do you
Maybe.
think- yeah, I think so.
In 2010?
Yeah. Avatar came out in 2009.
They're like, this is the next Avatar.
I think they put a hit out in the movie so it wouldn't break it. So James
Christmas
Cameron
mail
could
is
keep it.
gonna pop off.
We have to stop
Let's
them.
release it now in theaters.
I
Go,
honestly
go,
think
go,
it would have
go.
made like $20 million.
You think so?
I think people eat this kind of shit up. They love like a feel-good romantic Christmas movie. Christmas with the Cranks?
Yeah, as long as it's centered around Christmas.
That's true.
Sold.
Quiz Mice?
Because
Mice.
Yeah, because if it was,
There's a duet.
there's good harmonies too.
Quiz Mice. Sorry, shout out Camilla Cabello. Shout out
out.
Quiz Mice. Shout out Rat Boy.
Shout out Rat Boy.
Quiz Rat.
What was I saying? I had a point I was getting to.
As long as it's centered around Christmas.
It is. Sorry. I was going to say, if this movie didn't have a Christmas plot with it,
It was just about the post
if
office.
it was just about that, I
think
would
it
never
bombed.
I would never watch it.
Except on the podcast.
Yeah, you probably would have watched it.
No, because I would be the one recommending it, and you would never recommend this. without the Christmas either.
That's true.
Yeah, like we wouldn't have found it.
That's true. All right. And so we're out of that. We're into tagline.
What was the girl's name again?
Heather?
Yeah.
Vanessa Evigan's character?
Yeah.
Um,
Vanessa
you get to do our
Evigan.
tagline today in your best movie tagline voice.
Movie.
Make sure it's into the mic nice and good. Yeah, the one that says tagline.
tagline?
Yeah. She puked.
You got this.
An unexpected delivery changed their lives.
Do you think it
She
was
did it.
male?
It had to have been.
I don't know.
That's not a bad tagline.
It's not, but it'd be a better one for a different movie. Like, it sounds like it's about a pregnancy.
You're right. An unexpected delivery. Yeah.
It's a great tagline for a different subject, I
yeah.
think.
For what to expect when you're expecting.
No, like a really the unexpected delivery, like one where like somebody didn't know they were pregnant, or like a really dark movie where like somebody got like raped but they kept the baby, something like really deep, or like
God.
or like
Or like a head in
like
the mail
like
from the
a
mafia.
like a high school guy is like sexually confused.
Brandon.
An unexpected delivery.
trying
It's
to
a
tell
male
his friends.
penis.
Yeah.
I didn't have to specify whose penis it was.
It was your penis. Our penis.
Brandon loves talking about being sexually confused.
I had this really good
Yeah, really good.
idea once of like this movie trailer where it's like to the tune of Over the Mighty Rio Grande, and I wanted to make a trailer and shoot it all where it's like this one teen guy who's sexually confused and he's finding out that he's in love with his best friend, but his best friend's trying to open up to him that he's trying to ask this girl out to prom or something. So then he fights with, depression and all this stuff going around it. And I just imagine the scene where he's driving in the car freaking out with the music behind. Did I mention he's sexually confused? It would be beautiful.
It would be beautiful. A work of art, really.
Like Drop Dead Fred. Taglines of our own? Because there's only one, so we can't argue about it.
Yeah, usually we vote on which one we like the best, and then we'll come up with our own, which are always better.
I had one where it was like, he's gonna deliver her a package.
Brandon.
Lucas also sent me one where it's just, this movie's going postal.
Oh.
That's pretty good. Did he watch the movie?
No, he said he's for sure going to watch it, but he didn't watch it in time for this, so I don't have notes, anything like that for him. But he is for sure going to watch it.
How about... I got like nothing, actually.
What
this
about
summer.
kind of based on the weather in this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For Christmas, it didn't snow once.
And they had so many coats.
I know. It was like a sunny 75
there were
and a
like
winter
palm
coat.
trees, so it was like,
Why'd she have a winter coat then?
Yeah.
yeah, they didn't need a winter coat.
Are you in California, or is it wintertime? Well, I mean, I guess you could have
Pick a
both.
lane, asshole.
Those things aren't mutually exclusive.
He's about to deliver her a package of great magnitude.
She's stuck in the mail room. I don't know.
This summer,
Wah, wah.
Christy can't catch a break as she's stuck in the
We're
mailroom.
doing a full-ass trailer now.
Meanwhile, Matt is out living his best life, delivering packages to the ladies. And then it's like a scene of Mrs. Johnson at dinner with him. I baked you these cookies.
This is Johnson.
Oh, Senor
Mrs.
Matt.
Brandon, no more
He
Latino
should have
woman.
ended up with one of the middle-aged women.
The predatory.
The predatory
president.
middle-aged women.
I think he's got that one written down for one of the reviews, too. We'll get to it. We'll
One
get
of
to
the
it.
reviews.
Yeah, we'll get to it later.
Okay.
So I had the best tagline. Moving on.
Yeah, for sure. So now that we're through taglines, it's fact time. Some trivia. Cat's facts. Male facts.
Probably... It's boring, but Matt facts are probably the best.
Matt facts.
Mailman
Matt
Matt the mailman facts.
facts. Unloving husband facts.
Muschetti facts.
Muschetti facts. Band facts.
Oh yeah, they're in a band.
They are in a band.
This one time at Band Facts.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
That would be way better for School of Rock or something when we did that. But
Instead of Christmas fucking mail.
so yeah, I think that one time at Band Facts is what we're gonna do.
Let's do it.
That's facts. Yeah. We don't need to sync the audio. It's just us.
And clap.
Fact time for you. This is a bad fact, but
Okay.
bad facts.
Bad facts.
Released on Ion Television on December 15th, 2010.
I
So
used
not
to
a
like Ion.
name one other show or movie that was on Ion.
There was only one show I watched in there. I don't remember what it was, but it was this guy.
Sounds like you really loved it then.
I did, but I can't remember the name of it. Oh man, it was this guy
Okay.
and his daughter. It's like a single dad and his daughter, and
I think you just watched Christmas
I
Mail.
did not watch Christmas Mail. No,
So
it
far.
it was a show. Sorry. The only thing I remember is there were open tryouts for the Pacers. The show was based out of Indiana for some reason.
Okay.
So he tried out for the Pacers.
So there could be a snowy Christmas.
He made the team, made the Pacers. He gets there, and he's a rookie technically, but he's like 28 or something. He finally gets put in the game in garbage time minutes, and Charles Barkley just slams him to the ground, and he goes, "Welcome to the NBA, kid!" Like actual Charles Barkley.
Why was Charles Barkley in an Ion Television
I don't know.
TV show?
But I know.
Was he a recurring character?
No, he was just playing for the Suns at the time. It's probably for the Rockets. I think the show was probably early 2000s, late 90s.
The Round Mound of Rebound.
Yeah, he was on an Ion sitcom.
Huh.
I'll have to look it up and tell you.
Do you have a good history with Ion Television?
I've never even heard of it until today.
You haven't heard of that Charles Barkley?
I guess I'm watching the
Television
wrong
series?
shows. We grew up in the same house. Where
yeah.
was I?
Not in the garage bedroom that Seth had.
I was.
Yeah, you were just the
I
other
was in
way.
the other half. Mine was just a different color.
You had the pink one.
I had the pink one.
You had the
Same
tan
garage.
one.
There was no paint in mine.
He actually had the sheetrock colored one.
It's all
Just
drywall.
cement wall.
Well insulated though.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And vaulted ceilings. Because
It was a garage. That's where all the storage was supposed. You were storage. You
I have
guys were storage.
groceries.
There was 4 of us out there.
Oh boy. Anyway.
So Ion Television. The next one, I thought this was so funny, but the fact somebody just had to write this was the sprinkles in the sprinkle fight scene are obviously animated and edited in post.
Of course.
You don't say.
You don't write that down. That's why the title of this movie was Christmas Mail. It's not a fact. I mean, it is, but it's not necessary.
That's why I loved it. That's how
'Cause
how
it's
little I
Miss
could find was that the sprinkles were edited in post.
Fucking silly.
Next, development of the movie struggled with filming the movie and timing the weather. When Matt and Christy meet in the park, all trees are green and in full bloom, although the movie plays around Christmas.
But it is California, isn't it?
Yeah, but they shouldn't be in bloom. That still means springtime.
They're in there's buds on them.
Trees
and
are
stuff?
blooming, yeah.
Oh my god. Who is my?
So yeah, and we noticed that a lot. We're like, it is sunny. It's bright.
It looks warm.
I look great out there.
Like a nice 72 degrees.
I can get a tan on Christmas.
I remember there was once in high school, my senior year, when I was doing cross country.
Hey, I was there.
Except
You
for
were-
3rd, actually.
For Riverside. That was middle school.
That was third.
There's a bunch of people that went to California for the Foot Locker race or whatever. They raised money for it. And they went there and they were complaining because they went in December. And in Billings, at that time they went, I think it reached negative 58 with wind chill.
Oh yeah.
And they were there, and they're like, oh my god, it was so cold in California. It wasn't sunny and bright. It was only 62 degrees. I was like, it was literally 120 degrees colder here.
People died.
They were Californians were wearing their coats and whatnot. So 62 degrees. Some Californians could still be wearing their coats.
pussies. I don't know why
You're
I said
right.
that. I'm not that
Call
guy.
them out. Abuse them.
Get fucked or something.
Fucking
Nervous.
pussies.
I don't shit talk so well. Not to entire states, like maybe 1 or 2 guys, but like
To California.
55 million? Kidding me? That's so many people to shit talk at once about generalizations. I bet every single one of you hates the cold. I don't. Well,
Fuck you, pussy.
I've lost. Fuck you anyway. I'll find something I dislike about you.
You good now?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't know.
You done on your soapbox there? Next. This movie saw an increase in streams 3 years ago when American comedian Drew Gooden, known for sketch comedy on Vine and comedic commentary videos on YouTube, reviewed this movie as one of the weirdest Christmas movies of all time.
He's the road work ahead guy.
Oh, shit.
I sure hope it does, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not Drew Gooden, NBA center.
No. He's had to
Believe it or
clarify that
not.
before. Is this me?
Seen the video? Watched the video?
Love the video.
The road work ahead?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. This,
Oh, I was like,
this,
yeah.
this Christmas mail video on YouTube. This is directed towards you.
Yeah.
I've seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, is that where I got it from?
I was just asking if you've seen it.
Is that the video I watched that I got this
Yes.
from?
Yeah,
Oh,
Drew Gooden.
I don't know that guy's name.
I've seen this video
Yeah.
9 times, baby.
I never knew his
She
name.
just knows it's the Christmas mail
No,
video.
I've just seen it so many times.
The
I
video
never
is
knew that
32 minutes long. You watched 4 hours and 18 minutes worth of this guy's
I know.
Christmas mail videos.
I've seen a lot more of his videos too. I've never known his name.
Oh
That's,
my god.
that's why I was so confused. I was like, why
I was
are you
like trying
looking at
to. I was like
me?
trying to throw you a.
It was a
just
softball
I was
pitch.
lobbing you one.
Like, what is he throwing at me?
I was lobbing you one. You're like,
Right past my
I
head.
love the
You
road work
missed,
ahead
Brandon.
video.
thought that was I don't know. I've seen that too.
That's
Seen them all.
That's so funny. Because
So-
I liked his video, so I showed her during Christmas time because he just come out with
Quiz
that.
mice.
Quiz mice.
He's-
I hate her. I hate Camila Cabello.
Just for that, or in general.
I don't know who that was before that.
She was
the
a
real
part of the-
Senora Santa.
She's a real Brandon's sleeping. Brandon's sleeping. You okay, man?
so funny. Mr. Santa,
Don't do it again.
I'll be home for quiz mice.
Are you doing a Leo and Satan now?
No.
Literally nobody asked for that.
Oh, fuck. That is so funny. Camila Cabello was a part of that band, the Fifth Harmony, the all-girl group.
Oh, they
Oh,
did
yeah.
that one song.
And she dated Shawn Mendes,
Who?
star of Lyle Lyle Crocodile.
I really don't like him. Or her now.
You didn't like her before
I like
anyway
her
because of the quiz mice. So Peyton, about this YouTube video that you've watched, what is this video?
I think he discovered Christmas mail. He reviews the best parts, especially Muschetti.
That's what we knew a lot of the parts, like
yeah.
that and the sprinkle fight we'd seen
Yes.
before. When I showed you that extra that just stands in the background.
Oh yeah,
We knew that was coming.
the stunt drivers.
Yes,
Yeah.
the two guys in the middle.
I was like, wait a second.
So you've seen it 9 times. You said roughly.
Yes.
This is Drew Gooden.
Drew Gooden.
You
Good
can
to
look him
know.
up.
NBA
now.
basketball player.
Gooden to know.
Former
Oh,
teammate
nice.
of LeBron.
Best friends.
I was trying to think of another Senora Santa thing.
We don't
I
need
couldn't.
We have the apex of it. We
Yeah,
don't need to go any
it-
further.
Oh, it's gonna continue and it's gonna go downhill
Never
though.
ending.
I'm gonna say quiz mice 4 more times minimum.
Nice.
Quiz mice.
Well, there's one. And lastly, my last fact is something that I sent Seth. The parent guide for this film on IMDb, when you look it up, is color coded. Green's good to go for like kids and whatnot. Yellow, orange, red. This film suggests parents stay away because it has red, severe instances of sex and nudity, violence and gore, profanity, alcohol, drugs, and smoking, and lastly, frightening and intense scenes. Severe in all 5 categories.
There are some frightening and intense scenes, I will give it that.
So, I checked into why it was rated this way, and I found the reasons.
Oh.
First off, for sex and nudity. It was rated severe because in one scene, a woman asks the main male character when the last time he had sex was.
That's true.
Yeah. Can't have that. Next, violence and gore. 2 instances. One, a man is almost overrun by a mail cart. And second, a man almost trips and falls.
Stop.
Almost fell?
The word almost.
Classifies as gore.
Red lights on violence and gore. Okay, what's
Next.
the last one?
No, there's still 3 more.
The what?
Profanity.
Why did I think
There's one instance of severe profanity when a sassy black lady says, ah, ooh, ooh, ee, ah, ta.
My favorite line. A classic.
You heathen.
It's so quiet in the background, too, when she
We
says
had to rewind it for you.
Ooh, ee.
ah, ta. So there's that. Then alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Severe for... There are absolutely no scenes containing these things.
Then why are they allowed to make it red still?
The rest of it
This
was.
is
Let's
why
just
it
throw
has
in.
more Mel vibes. This is just fake.
Fake
They just
news.
lied.
And lastly is frightening, intense scenes. And IMDb made sure to tell me in spoilers. Severe for a woman, a man, and his niece almost had a car crash because of a reckless driver.
Oh my gosh, the mail card.
Yeah.
And that's the spoiler. Like, it's like, don't read this if you don't.
You don't want to know what happens in the whole film.
Somebody almost gets in a car wreck.
That's
They don't even give
actually-
names.
That's not even what
It's
happens.
actually what Christmas mail is about. Is
Is
this
the car
car
crash.
accident? This one.
Yeah,
Scene.
they don't even give me names. They just say man, woman, and niece. Sorry,
Spoilers. There's humans in this? They got
And
family members in here?
Vehicles.
And miracles?
I thought there were.
Vehicles.
Oh.
I only thought there were quiz mice in this.
Quiz mice.
You saying it like a long forlorn friend you've forgotten about. My boy.
Quiz mice.
Look how they massacred my boy.
I missed you.
I was talking to Jonathan. I've been talking to Jonathan, our head chef at BAM.
Bam!
Do we mention that Peyton works with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've been talking about the Christmas mail for a couple weeks. He's like, what are you doing on the podcast? And I was like, oh, we're doing Kirk Cameron next week, and then we're doing Christmas mail after that. And he's like, oh, I've heard of that one. I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, there's full frontal nudity in that. And I was like, no, there's no way. And he's like, no, I've seen it. Like, it's in there. He's like, okay, I'm excited.
You missed the titty part?
I did miss the
Yeah.
titty part, yeah. But he's been excited for me to see the full frontal in this for weeks.
And what are you going to tell him?
I'm going to tell him what I saw.
You missed it.
I
missed
missed the
it.
scene with the titties.
I'm
I'm
going to
sorry.
tell him I missed the full frontal part. They spliced it in like Fight Club.
Yeah. Boop. Spoilers. That's a bigger spoiler than what I read.
Yeah,
so.
man, that's like 10 minutes into the film.
All right. So that is the end of our facts. Yeah. Give a round of applause. So we can get into the movie.
Oh, man.
The movie.
Movie.
Didn't see that as our tangent of the day.
No, I didn't either. Quiz Mice has held a place in our hearts now, so...
For a little while.
And it will
Some
never
good
leave.
TikToks. That
once
little mouse
again-
washing himself in the shower.
Once again, because we've got a new guest on, this is the part where Nicole Kidman wrecks our lives.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
She's currently in a cage, so we're good.
Is she still in that cage?
I don't know. What did she do last week?
I don't know if we brought
No,
her
we
up.
brought her up with Carter.
Yeah, we just had her fight somebody again. We just had her fight Jesus.
Oh, we had her fight Jesus. That's right.
I don't think we put her back. I think she's on
'Cause-
the lamb.
Well, because Carter asked if she
The
had all of her...
sacrificial lamb.
Carter asked if she had all of her powers in the octagon, and we said no. And he said, okay, she still wins in round 3 by submission
Yeah.
over Jesus.
Round 3 rear naked chokehold.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, Nicole Kidman, have you been to the theaters recently?
I've seen her walk up and down them.
Yeah.
How have you?
Nicole Kidman, yeah.
Did she take your phone?
She's there.
She snapped it? Which theater? Shiloh? Carmike.
Carmike.
Oh, she's over by them. We better go.
She would be.
Get her.
She's doing an autograph signing.
Also saw
She in
her in
Squid Ink.
Bewitched not too long ago.
Sorry, what?
in Bewitched.
She's in. I've never seen her.
Oh, she was in Bewitched with Will
Will
Ferrell.
Ferrell.
Yeah.
I'm a Clippers
Classic.
fan.
Remember I told you I went to the theater and saw
Don't point at me like that.
Bewitched instead of Stealth. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. And that's when I said the "I'm a Clippers fan" line
Again.
a bunch of times
Yeah.
since then.
Since you've been gone.
Since zoom, 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 zoom.
Do you think Nicole Kidman would have been good in Pitch Perfect?
As
Zoom, zoom, zoom,
like
zoom.
the monster that's chasing them.
No,
I don't know.
I'm thinking like Donald, like Adam Devine's character.
And that's just Nicole Kidman instead.
Yes, but she's way taller than Adam Devine already is. So she's so towering. She's not like a short, cute character. She's menacing.
She could be the gal that throws up all over herself.
She could be the Rebel Wilson.
Yeah.
She
I
can't.
think of her name.
She can't have all the fat jokes. You couldn't think of Drew Gooden's name
It
either.
would be tall
That's
jokes.
not a
Well,
big-
she didn't know his name.
Not that I couldn't think of it. I never knew.
It's like imagining a new face. You just can't do it.
Yeah. I think she
could
could
be Benji.
succeed.
She could be Benji. She's
could
the
be
weird
Ben Platt.
roommate. We should have just killed her, man. We should have killed Nicole Kidman.
But she's got the magic in her.
We're running out of bits.
We are.
We just put her in a pitch perfect screenplay.
I was thinking we might have to do Pitch Perfect on here sometime.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Whoa, what was that?
Pitch Perfect.
Whoa, spoilers.
Acting.
Oh,
Spoilers.
you hate it. All right, let's get into this movie. Opening up. My first note here is Blizzard flavors.
Oh, no.
Because we
can't relive it.
We got into a big fight beforehand, before we ever got Blizzards, and it was all about Heath and M&Ms and how
Yeah.
you have to work for it, and candy canes, and sugar cookie, and cookie dough. What's your favorite
And hot
Blizzard?
cocoa.
And hot cocoa Oreo, yeah. And the pumpkin pie. Yeah, missed out on it. What's your favorite Blizzard flavor? There's a good question for y'all. Reach out to us. Leave us a voice message on Anchor. All that good stuff. Basically, that just means you, Kelly. Because you're the only one that does and knows how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just recently learned how to do that, and I still haven't left a voicemail. I could have won our own drawing, man.
Yep, you could have. Our present's still sitting right up there to ship out.
Oh yeah, I still gotta.
You still gotta have your mom put something on it.
Remind me to take that when I go.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. So Blizzard flavors. Then you get intro credits with lots of post office footage, and I want Devon here to tell me if this is what the post office really looks like. I mean, it has to, but
Haven't you ever seen Elf, the mailroom?
this was basically Elf.
Yeah.
The mailroom and Elf looks so
little
much more
darker?
chaotic. And, yeah, grimy.
grimier.
Yeah.
They had
like-
that bottle of syrup.
Yeah, everybody was high. He was doing dances on the table to whoop, there it is.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. They're just really grungy. It looked like there were a lot of not crane shots, but really high up shots in Christmas Mail. It looked like there was no room to do that kind of shot in
No,
Elf.
the ceilings were 6.5 feet tall. There.
Yeah, I wouldn't fit.
No, you would,
Well,
but just barely.
not comfortably.
If you wore your ponytail high, like on the very top of your head.
Yeah,
Yeah, you wouldn't fit.
just like rocket to the moon style.
So yeah, lots of those scenes, and then kids typing up, writing letters and all to send to Santa, and kids are even hand delivering so many Oh wait, this was just that one kid. He kept hand delivering, like he's like, "Hey, postman, here's a letter." And
Oh,
then, like,
yeah.
the guy would walk away. He's like, and pulls out another letter.
With his giant gloves.
He was like hiding in his pants.
Did he have giant gloves?
Yeah.
He had gloves that were
They
too
weren't
big for his
fitting him.
hands.
And the fingers, it didn't have fingers, so I guess they were
Oh,
fingerless gloves.
okay.
Yeah, that's how I could tell they were too big, because these two fingers were showing, the forefinger and the middle finger, but the ring and the pinky were inside the glove still, because they just didn't bother to get the proper size. Like,
That's that $2.5 million. They spent it all on jet fuel.
There's no room for real clothes.
They had to go to Goodwill for everything.
Yeah, well, and then a lady walks by as our mailman here, Matt the mailman, is delivering letters and whatnot. Lady walks by with the Shaggy dog, with Tim Allen. And she gets a call from her dad, and she promises to her dad that she's going to be more social at work this year.
Why would her dad want that?
He wants her to succeed.
Does that mean being social at a post office?
He wants her to secede.
To secede.
From the north.
Start a civil war, honey.
But he wants her to be more social. And as the mailman's walking away tripping, we find that one of the residents of the neighborhood does not enter her house.
As he's tripping over a hose 14 times.
He looked like he was trying his hardest to trip over it. And it wouldn't wrap around his leg.
Have I ever showed you my home movies?
Ever shown?
Have I?
No.
Warehouse 25C or Treatment?
You've described them to me a few times.
There's one in, I think it's Warehouse 25C, where I'm storming out of the house.
Yeah.
I've had a big fight with AJ. And I'm storming out, and I'm carrying my little purple suitcase around, and I spot... I don't remember Eric's name, but I spot him, and I walk over through the grass, and my fucking suitcase bounces in the grass, and then tips on its side, and you see me drag it up to Eric, and for some reason we didn't do a reshoot of that scene. We just rolled with it. I like rolling with friends.
I like rolling with friends.
So
I think the one I remember, maybe we talked about it already, but the one where Carter's the villain.
Oh, he's just in the background?
They're like, we gotta find him, and he's just right there.
He's just standing. We didn't shoot that either, but we didn't notice that one was the worst part.
Yeah.
But they didn't notice her just standing outside the door either. So
yeah, one of the extras,
fine.
I guess it's probably a quote, but she was talking to the mailman and then ran back to the house, but they didn't own the house or like couldn't shoot inside of it, so she just stood on the porch and didn't know what to do.
She just turned into the wall.
Yeah.
Let me lean.
She looked like a Sims character just trying to get it.
But this was a
How do I get my mail?
$2.5 million movie. Ours was $0, so
that's fair.
Yeah. So then, our mailman, Matt the mailman, loses his mail, and
as he likes to be called.
Yeah, and the Shaggy dog actually steals it and brings it right to Christy. She's the girl with
Christy North.
Why did you do that?
Do what? Nobody heard. Christy North.
Christy.
Is her name Christy because it's supposed to be like Christ?
Oh my god.
Or Christmas.
Which is also Christ.
But they don't care about that part in this movie.
No, this isn't a religious movie. But
the only one who does care is Kirk Cameron.
Yeah. Dirt Cameron.
Is that the breakdancing one?
Dirt Cameron? Oh yeah, sorry, the one we watched before.
Well,
Dirt Cameron's the breakdancing version of Kirk Cameron.
She's
what I thought you were
Christy
saying.
North is that girl with the new job that's supposed to be more social. So they bump into each other. This is our classic meet cute. You know it's about to start heading in a certain direction.
Yeah.
And Matt the mailman, he's like, my hands are full. Can you hand me this mail? She's like, sure. She shoves it into his mouth like a mail slot.
Yeah.
He asks for it. He's just opens his mouth.
Oh, he was asking for it.
Did you see the way that mailman was dressed?
What that mouth do, Matt?
Matt the mailman.
Holds envelopes. I'm a mailman. That's what we do.
Matt the mailman's mouth do what? That's a rap song all in itself.
It's got good rhythm.
It does.
Good syncopation.
And so, I referred to Mr. Fuller, the boss at the post office, as Boss Man for the longest time, because he did not have a name until like 2/3 of the way through this, until they finally called him Mr. Fuller.
I actually didn't know his name. I didn't even remember.
There we go. It's Drew Gooden.
It's Drew Gooden. Drew Gooden Fuller.
So
Drew Gooden Fuller House.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
Starring
Fuller,
Kirk
I
Cameron.
hardly know her.
Oh. Well, you good said he's chugging. Boss man in the post office, very serious about work, and is in front of an obvious green screen. We noticed green screens throughout this a lot, where it was like, you're in a house. Just use the house.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need a green screen for house.
It's probably only like 2 or 3 green screens that you see, but yeah, they're in places that you definitely don't need them. That's not like in a car.
Which you probably don't need either. It's not. No. This isn't like the Avengers where you have to CGI the whole back. It's a house.
It's a house.
My guy.
It's
just
traffic in
California
the background.
in a home.
That's it. I assume they shot it in like studio style, like they do with sitcoms, which is why they can't turn around. But they also went to parks. How did you not get a house? I'm mad now.
They got a whole post office. Well, he's very upset, very serious about the work. And Christy is in an office in the post office wearing bright yellow tights. And she comes in. Boss man didn't even know she was coming.
They're more like a Dijon.
Dijon, the color of Christmas. The color of quiz mice. Really.
Imagine seeing a quiz mice and it's just Dijon mustard.
Dijon
It's just a
and
rat
green.
covered in cheese.
No mustard.
It's
Whatever.
just Rat Boy.
It's just Rat Boy, the quiz mice.
We've already
Quiz
said
mice,
that.
Rat Boy.
What, Rat Boy being quiz mice?
Yeah.
We shouted him out. We didn't say he was the quiz mice, though.
Oh, no, because we did say shout out quiz mice, shout out rat boy.
Rat Boy is Jewish, so he
separate.
doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Oh. But he does celebrate quiz mice.
It's different.
He is the quiz mice.
Well, he doesn't know that she was going to be here, but she's on a special assignment from corporate to answer letters to Santa from all the children in the area. And my big question from this was, does she have to write back to every kid with a feather quill?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's funny because she's just doing it for herself. Nobody knows she's writing with that. She's like, I'm going to look so cool.
Nobody knows she's the one even writing.
No.
Boss man didn't even know she was supposed to be there.
No.
That was Lorene's idea.
Lorene Lacey. That was part of her research paper. She needed that in there.
Quill.
This is her magnum opus.
Quills mice.
Oh my God.
Well, you get some whimsical music as Christy reads a letter from Emily. And Emily right away says, my parents are dead.
Oh
But
my God.
she wants, her parents are dead, and she wants her uncle, who she lives with, to have a kiss and to not be lonely anymore. And she basically writes Emily back
Yeah.
to just shove it.
Dude, what? This whole thing is weird because it's a little girl writing a letter to Santa Claus that says, can you kiss my uncle? Or get somebody who will. And she's like, no. That's
She
the
said,
answer
do
back.
it yourself.
Yeah. Maybe you can make your own dreams come true, little
She
girl.
said, kiss your uncle.
Kiss
I
your
dare
uncle, you
ya.
little shit. I dare you. You
The
won't.
crazy dare. 7 minutes in heaven with your uncle.
No balls. That's so bad.
That's really messed up. Well, Emily is actually Matt the mailman's niece. He's the lonely son of a bitch. Yeah. Good gasp.
Plot twist.
He's a good guy. He's stuck in Effie voice still.
He's the lonely son of a bitch that can't get a kiss on Christmas. And,
And he keeps telling everyone
yeah.
how lonely and not kissable he is.
He's
Just
so
weird.
unfuckable.
I guess
You
I'm...
mean? It's not a sigh, it's a
I'm Matt the mailman. I can't get kissed.
I'm Matt the mailman.
He did pause in that, yeah.
He did. And
Yeah.
while he is
That,
defending his poor work with the ladies, I guess, Christy's at home watching some animated Quiz Mice movie and just bawling her eyes out.
Love that we've just...
It's like a happy ending movie too. Santa's getting the kids all their gifts.
He's getting the girl.
He's getting fucked and she's...
She's
sad.
crying to... Something she shouldn't be crying.
What is she crying to, Seth?
I thought I had a thought in my head and I didn't.
Well, Sally shows up at Christy's house and pesters her to basically open up about her life. I don't know. I mean, I guess she works at the post office, but she just like found her address and came over. They're dishing like girls do, you know?
They do be dishing. Peyton?
Tea
I'm
time.
Sure. It's tea time. I do like gossip.
The hot gossip.
The hot goss.
The hottest of teas,
I don't drink tea.
Tigners.
Why are we gasping?
I don't know. You gasped.
I was like, aw.
Oh. I didn't gasp. She gasped. Well,
That's just a short breath.
I just needed to recalibrate.
well, I put best friends in the making now because Sally was given a Christmas hat. Like a Santa hat.
And Sally loves quiz mice.
So does Quizdy.
Quizzy.
Quizdy and Sally love quiz mice. She's like waving her head around, swinging that stupid hat.
Yeah, she put on. She's like, no way. Like she's never seen like a real Santa hat. You got this? Where?
And so the next day at work, Sally comes up to Matt, tells him she's got the perfect match for him. A cute and lonely girl. But he says he's got too much on his plate right now. Can't take that on.
Oh, lonely people in this. Why couldn't they just say single? Why are they lonely?
Really sad and depressed, super lonely, dirty people.
She's cute and borderline suicidal. You'll love her. Bro.
So relatable.
Just like all of the people in this movie so
She
far.
hasn't had a relationship in 7 years.
She's only existed for 4.
Yeah, where
True.
did she come from? Where did she go?
Where did
That's
she come
spoilers.
from? Cotton Eye
A
Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe.
She's not Cotton Eye Joe.
She is.
Yes. Classic.
But yeah, she's got the perfect match. She says, nah, that's too much right now. And Boss Man thinks, at work, Boss Man thinks he's about to be promoted. So he's going to bump up Matt the Mailman to assistant manager of this post office branch.
Woo.
Yeah, big fucking deal.
Big Matt.
Big Rog.
Big Rog. I haven't heard from him in a while.
I know.
He doesn't do shit movies very often.
Yeah. And so he's about to be promoted. He doesn't want to be promoted, but Boss Man gives him no choice and puts him on assignment. And his assignment as the assistant manager of the post office is to find out the corporate espionage, because this new girl, Quizmice North, is here to spy on him, supposedly. Supposed to find out all the details.
Yeah, this guy's just paranoid as hell.
He is throwing out conspiracy theories left and right.
Yeah, he's like, it's always sunny kind of post office now.
Oh, sure. And Matt goes to officially introduce himself to Christy. And she is very pro-Christmas. He is very anti-Quizmice around the holidays.
It ruins his mail.
Normally, yeah, he said normally he's good with the holidays, but around the holiday season, bad. Because the influx of everything Christmas. Devon hated Christmas season during the holidays, so...
Yeah. Well, as a manager, you should be happy with more mail coming in because it means people are buying more stamps. That's more money, right? Like,
sure.
There's no reason he should be... Like, if you're a worker and you're like, I gotta do so much more fucking work with no more money I'm seeing from it. But this guy's like, all right, I'm making a profit for my boss's bigger bonus. I don't know why... I don't get why he's pissed about this. He's getting more mail than ever.
He just got promoted to assistant manager. He doesn't have that mindset yet.
I thought we were talking about Fuller.
Oh, he's also pissed about it too, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about Matt the Mailman. Well, Emily, you find out Emily wrote Christy another letter. Santa, actually. Another letter that she's going to respond to. She's saying she is desperate for Matt to find someone. And, oh, okay. I was wondering what this note was. I put, what is this phone call that Matt is getting? Because he gets this call saying, like, you got to come down. He said that would be great, but I can't. I got to be with Emily. And you have no clue what it is, but I put it's just here to show that he is a good parent to Emily regardless.
Yeah.
And I put, duh, you are her uncle and legally responsible for her. You're not just going to ditch her.
He's
of course not.
You've got this tonight, see ya.
Is this... No, that's later on. I was thinking of a different phone call he gets later.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil it yet.
So, Christy's writing back to Emily, because she's desperate, in the letter, but...
Emily or Christy?
Both, really.
Yeah, apparently.
But Emily is desperate for Matt to get a lover.
A Christmas kiss.
A Quizmice
A
quiz.
Quizmice.
Nice. Quiz nice. And,
Quiznos.
but when she writes out her letters, she's writing in Santa's perspective in the third person. She's like, Santa says you should...
Oh, yeah.
You should work harder.
Yeah, I never thought about that. She, like, gives away that it's not Santa writing those.
Me thinks that Santa...
I bet Santa would want you to do that. Yeah. Aren't you...
Who
Aren't
is
you
I?
Santa? Who is this woman?
First person here.
What a huge plot
Nicole
hole.
Kidman here.
Nicole Kidman, yeah.
Nicole Kidman is Santa.
Oh! How do we miss that?
She loves squeeze mice. Kid mice.
Oh,
Nicole Kid Mice. Nicole Kid Mice, yeah? Is that bad?
we've missed so many opportunities. Thank you, Peyton. Nicole Kidman's back in.
Kid
She's here to
mice.
stay.
I tried to kill her. She won't stay dead.
But yeah, she writes in the third person, all that stuff. And Seth, you were cringing here at how out of tune that guitar was.
Oh,
Because
God,
after
yeah.
this phone call, he's opens up this closet and inside sees a guitar, and you're like, "What the hell is this storyline?"
Yeah.
He goes, strums his little electric guitar. I was like,
God.
"Meow."
It made me shudder. Like, it wasn't like cringing embarrassing. It was like a physical cringe to
And
the
Matt
sound.
just stares longingly at his guitar.
I remember the days. Like, no, I hope not, man.
He played
Stay
it like
out of
that.
the band. Yeah. That was his
Sounded
job.
like it.
Oh, it was horrible.
And one of my notes here is that there's too many B-roll shots of the post office. Like, every time we go back to the post office, it's like another 10 seconds of, like, exposition of mail just on
Just
conveyor
passing.
belts.
It
Or
wasn't.
stacking up.
Yeah. Bundles.
It wasn't that much. Like, looking back on it, it wasn't like a crazy amount. When you're watching it, it feels like a lot because it's male B-roll shots that you're getting. Like, if it was a more exciting environment, maybe have some more of that.
No.
But with a mailroom, it's like, what? It's just
You're right, because we've
Paper.
seen Birdemic
Yeah.
that has 8 minutes of walking the street,
yeah. That's it.
30 seconds of the hotel sign.
Birdemic.
What about Birdemic?
Why were we just talking? What city is that in? That we were just talking about?
Peyton follows this influencer on Instagram.
They're called Drew Gooden.
No, called Drew Gooden.
I should have.
We're just connecting the dots now. No, but she was like, "Oh, there's this girl I follow on Instagram who just bought a house in Half Moon Bay." And as soon as I heard that, like something triggered my brain, and I was like, "Where'd you say?" And she was like, "Half Moon Bay," and I was like, "Let me
yes.
see."
It's been raining blood there for years.
She was like, "Look at the beach; it's so beautiful."
she
And I was like,
okay?
"That's where the birds leave. That's where they fly away." I didn't even watch the first one, but I have like
But
PTSD
you know.
from it still.
Yeah. Well, Emily, she calls Matt at work and asks him if the stove should be making this clicking noise and where the matches are. And he's like,
Oh yeah,
fuck, I gotta get home.
and it was an electrical stovetop.
I thought it was gas.
I just making a joke.
Oh.
I couldn't tell. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm pretty sure it was gas.
Probably.
Excuse me. But he comes home to see that Emily is not
dead.
cooking. No. No, a
Oh,
house
she
is burnt
tricked
down.
him. To get him there.
To put him on a date. She's got candles. She's got her little jukebox with some music playing.
With the
Christmas
lovely-
cookies. And, yeah, the lovely 80-year-old Mrs. Johnson, their next-door neighbor.
Also, they called her Mrs. Johnson.
She's
Which makes
married.
me think she's married.
Her husband's just in the background.
He's just there too.
He's the cuck.
Yeah.
He's the cook.
He's
Too
getting
many
kissed a couple times.
On this Christmas.
This quiz
This
mice.
Christmas, Mr. Johnson gets his kisses.
This quiz mice. I'm getting
Gets
kiss
his-
moss.
He gets his quizzes.
That's the sequel to Christmas Mails, the Mr. Johnson tale.
That's a crazy
So
story arc.
often.
Mr. Johnson gets tail.
Mr. Johnson exposes his Johnson.
I knew we'd find the perfect
Yeah.
title if we kept saying stupid things long enough.
Well, this date didn't go so well. And Emily decides to write Santa a new letter saying her tricks aren't working. She's like, I tried every trick in the bag. Santa, you gotta help me out.
Like,
I
I
didn't
already
realize-
hooked him up with my 80-year-old neighbor. What else can I do?
I didn't realize how much mail correspondence this 9-year-old would have with the post office.
Yeah, that's true.
It's so many back and forth letters, and like, how do you get them that quick?
And my note here is, good question, Peyton, because you said out loud after this.
Good question.
Why does it have to be by Christmas that he finds someone? She's like, he's got to find someone by Christmas. You're like, why?
What's going on at Christmas?
It's a weird cutoff
Yeah.
line. I assume it's like he's been single for so long, and she's like, the only person that can help him now is the magical being that is Santa. Or God.
It's my only hope.
She's out of
Is
options. She's been
Santa.
trying for so long. She's like, if you can't do it, he's gonna
You
be
know who
single
you should
forever.
be writing? Cupid.
You know, yeah.
Let's try it in February.
She probably tried Cupid. He's like, he doesn't have enough pull, not enough clout with Cupid. He can't
We
do
did
the
another
thing.
10 months for this shit.
Cupid ain't got the riz.
Cupid ain't got the riz.
Yeah. He didn't get a degree in rizology.
No, he's very manipulative.
He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you read The Rape of Lucrece?
Is that a Shakespeare thing?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I did not read that.
The Rape of Lucrece?
I've never heard of it.
I haven't either.
Oh, wait. I just was talking about the wrong one anyways.
Oh.
I read them the same day.
Okay.
I meant Venus and Adonis.
I haven't read it either, but I do know that one. Never heard of The Rape of Lucrece.
They're like the first... They go together.
Hmm.
They don't, but read them at the same time because they're like got him in the door.
Like the plots are similar, the feelings
Like
of them are
Venus,
similar?
the
No,
god
like
of love?
when he
Oh,
wrote them.
okay.
It's supposed to be like Venus, the god of love, and that's why we're...
I don't even know.
Oh, huh.
Actually,
Seth,
think it's
or
just her
Lucas has
name.
probably read both of them.
Lucas, quick question.
Go ahead. He'll listen to this. Ask 8 days
Is
from
Venus
now.
the god of love? I read this.
Well,
one at
we
the
know that
beginning of
Venus
the
is the god of
semester,
love.
but I don't know about in the Shakespeare
Okay.
one. But she basically falls. She's like, I think she's hit with like a Cupid arrow or something ridiculous.
She's hit
like
by
that.
a bus.
She's hit by a bus and falls in love with this really young man and spends the rest of the like plot of this, I guess, poem just trying to get him to sleep with her. And she's like, "You're gonna want me." And he's like, "I'm gonna hunt a wild boar." And then it kills him. And then she...
Does she
holds
marry
him-
the boar?
She holds him in her
Oh.
boobs and she says she's never ever gonna find someone. And that's the end.
What the hell?
So,
I was
Lucas,
hoping
if you have
for-
any comments on my...
But what about the
version?
rape of
Oh, the rape of
Latrell?
Lucrece?
Lucrece.
Latrell Sprewell.
That's a whole different thing.
That sounds like a whole thing to get into.
Well,
Another day.
now that we're through that,
In 15 minutes, maybe.
my note is Christy hates coffee so much.
Oh my
He's
god.
like, "You want to go get coffee?"
No, don't say that.
She had like a panic attack.
She kind of made the same sounds that Sally made. Ooh, ee, ah, ta, ah.
Ah, ta, ooh, ah.
have like fucking war flashbacks.
She does not want it.
And Matt the mailman just said,
That was his catchphrase. Polite laughter. Ha
You could have played him.
My sister, classically, our whole family knows that she laughs like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. Do you hear it?
I heard it. That's so fucking funny.
It's true though. I had to show her.
That's such a niche thing, though.
Well, did I
I've
show
never
you?
seen it.
They made a music video of his laughter on the helicopter. Have I shown you that? I'll show you
do it?
after. It's a
Okay.
whole thing to show you right now. But I was like, oh, that sounds like my sister.
There's that, and then there's obviously Charles, our friend Connor,
As Scooby-Doo.
laughs like Scooby-Doo, where he goes,
He's the guy that does not stop smiling ever. Like
he's running a 5K, and he's smiling the whole You're playing basketball with him, he's sprinting
I
back and
can't
forth.
play against him in basketball.
No.
I'm
How do you look
defending
him in
him,
the
and
eyes?
he's dribbling, or he's defending me, and he's just
He's just
Happy to be
cheesing.
there.
He really
getting
is.
food in a buffet line. You're smiling at every plate. I love him to
He
death.
sees
That'd be
him-
so fun.
He sees like a cauliflower in the broccoli. He's just smiling. Going,
It's like an Easter egg. I love him. I really do. If the one thing I can make fun of him for is how joyous he is, he's a great guy.
Or baldness.
And I'm a bad guy for pointing that out and laughing
Yeah.
at it. Look how happy that fucking idiot is. He doesn't know how miserable he's supposed to be. Whereas baldness is really funny.
Yeah. But that one's more mean. Well, Matt goes to Mr. Fuller to drop info off, and Mr. Fuller's not satisfied. He needs to get more info out of her to get her out of here, or Matt's fucking fired.
Oh,
And
what's the info he gives him? Isn't he like, she hates coffee
and loves quiz
and
mice.
she loves Christmas? And he's like, not good enough!
Obviously, it wasn't good enough. He
It
told her
was
the
just
word.
2 facts. You could have just asked her.
It was 2 cats facts.
And he only gave him like 2 minutes to get the info, too.
Yeah.
He's like, alright, scurry along.
Well,
With his clip on.
this clip-on red tie, yeah. Well, He's going to be fired,
boys'
so
club
he goes
ties.
to see Christy again. And you hop in on Christy trying to, like, write back a letter. She doesn't know what a gigabyte or an MP3 player is.
A gigabit.
A
How
gigabit?
much storage? MP3. It's 2010, Quizdy.
Just imagine till she hears about a terabyte.
Oh,
She's gonna lose her mind.
Yeah, I know.
it's the end for
Because
Twisty.
MP3 players and
Short-circuiting.
MP3 players in like 2010 maxed at like maybe 4 gigabytes.
MP3 players in 2010 were already in museums at that point. Nobody owned them anymore.
This
That's
is
a
the era
Smithsonian
That was the
thing.
era of beginning of iPod touches.
Yeah, well, I mean, Nano's had already been out for a while.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
I never got either of those things. I had an MP3 player until the end.
Until the phone.
Yeah, I think so.
Matt proposes now that they go get hot cocoa together in the break room, little hot cocoa date. She's pumped about this. She's got her whole kit that she rolls out and everything.
Oh my god.
He's like, what about instant hot cocoa? She's like, fuck you and instant hot cocoa. Whips out her whole kit.
Her own instant hot cocoa.
Do you guys have the schooled quote on this?
Schooled quote.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh, I have it.
Oh, okay, never
my
mind.
God, thank
No, we say them at the end. I just didn't want to steal it.
Yeah, we say him at the end.
Okay.
Well, she breaks out all that, and while they're on this little date, Matt stole a letter that was addressed to her with an old address that maybe they can track down.
It's gonna die before the end.
Oh,
Just
I
so
have
you
a
know.
charger right there.
It's like, wait, my quotes might not make it.
I kept my charger out because Seth always needs one.
My choice.
I do.
And so they're looking at this old mail that maybe they can track. And Matt goes to pick up Emily from a play date. And when he goes in on the play date, it's a bunch of, like a group of women ambush him. This is the SPSG group. The single parents support group.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of ladies.
And he just calls them out.
one by one.
immediately.
Yeah, each and every
I'm
single
not
one
a
of them.
parent.
And Sally tells Christy that she's pathetic and hopeless, and she needs a man in her life. And Christy's like, "Wow, okay, be blunt about it," but she's gonna try and get a man in her life. And it's nighttime. Emily's sleeping,
Also that.
and she just screams. She has a nightmare. She wakes up. Matt, the mailman, runs into her room, and she's like, "Where are my parents?" He's like, "They're dead, honey."
It's like, remember you told Christy.
Quizdy.
Quizdy.
Quizdy's nuts.
Is it charging?
No. That's fine.
Is it stupid?
Might be my phone is stupid.
Plugged in.
Well, yeah, he has to break the news. She, like, doesn't understand death. And, Emily then is asking a bunch of big questions about kissing boys and if it's time to kiss boys. And Matt feels very uncomfortable answering these since he's just the uncle.
Yeah, he was fine with the death questions, but boys?
He's like, whoa, I can't even get a girl to kiss me.
Is it working now?
No, I think it's my phone, not your charger.
Have you cleaned the lint out of your phone? No, you gotta take like
paper clip.
Yeah. You gotta get in there. You'd be surprised at how much lint backs up in your iPhone charger.
It's
Oh my God.
it's so satisfying to get it
I
out.
don't want to
though.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't own paper clips.
Well, just don't eat it.
Yeah, don't eat that.
Don't eat that.
Well, Emily asks all those big questions. He feels uncomfortable. And then you get, because he's feeling overwhelmed by all these questions, he calls Heather. And
Heather.
Heather is an old friend from the band.
Oh, you definitely need to clean that shit up.
She's an old friend from the band, and
For a little while.
you cue in to them doing their warm-ups, singing their la la la's and nay 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 nay. They are
La la la.
la 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 la.
Ooh la la by Faces.
You loved that.
I hated it.
But they are bad. Their band is bad. They can't sing in tune at all.
Yeah.
His guitar wasn't in tune earlier. It's just everything's out of tune.
Their warm-ups were all like flat.
Their warm-ups were like high school concert warm-ups.
Yeah. And
Nay,
done
nay,
poorly.
Nay, nay, nay.
The leader was their
And
mom.
on. Nay, 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 nay. One more.
No.
No. But who is Heather? We didn't know because he just calls her. She called him sweetie when he answered. She's like, hey, sweetie. We're like, whoa.
Yeah, who is this other love interest? Is she going to kiss Matt?
Yeah, but she's like, I can't be there
Christy's
for you.
really just there to respond to Emily. That's what I thought the first time I saw it.
And I think that's all she's supposed to be there for, is just to talk to Emily.
I thought Christy was just going to be there to talk to Emily.
Oh, right, Christy. I thought we were talking about Heather.
We were talking about Heather.
Yeah, she said Christy. I just missed it.
Quizdy.
Quizdy.
But
Was it charging?
It's fine. I know my quotes.
Okay.
she knows them by heart. Well,
There's this whole movie by heart, and she's only seen half an hour.
we were just so confused she's like, I can't be there for you. The band really needs me. All that shit. Let's say the bookstore. You complete me. All that stuff. You had me at hello. All those cliche quotes. And apparently Matt was a part of the band. And then you get another letter. Christy's reading another letter from Emily. And Emily, once again, desperate as hell.
Yeah, what is she saying this time?
I don't know.
Like, it's still not working.
The one takeaway that I had from this is as Christy is reading the letter and responding, she looks over to her dog and she's like, he is pretty cute. Should I ask him out? And she pulls out this fucking hand-drawn headshot of Matt.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's right.
Bam!
We were discussing, like, who had drawn that. Like, did that come along with Emily's drawing of him? Like, did she send that in with her letters? But at this point, she doesn't know that Emily is Matt's niece, adopted daughter. So she had to have drawn that herself. Like,
she drew that headshot.
she like is
She had
obviously
to have. Yeah, she didn't have the connection.
Yeah.
Because she goes, should I ask him out? And calls Matt, so she wouldn't have known.
She would have
Emily's uncle.
no idea. Which just means she's clearly obsessed with him, and like, of course you should call him, or maybe stay away. Actually, maybe don't.
Great artist.
She's fine.
That was a good drawing.
That was pretty good.
It's better than what I can do, but it's not like art.
And you're one of the best artists I know.
What?
Yeah.
Not drawing.
Yeah.
No.
What if you are one of the best artists I know? What is it about?
Music, I would guess.
Oh, okay. Cross country.
That's not art.
Third place.
Third place.
Third place.
Pretty-
Famously.
You were top 10 in athlete of the year at Riverside.
That's true.
You were? I got like a presidential award for math. I won a $160 calculator.
Oh.
TI 84 Plus Silver Edition
I don't know what it was. Mr. Anton gave it to me.
with Block Dude
Shout
in it.
out, Mr. Anton.
I made money taking Spanish.
You're in the middle now.
I know.
Oh,
Or you
slide
just- okay.
down.
I found a solution.
Yeah, I took the Spanish exam.
Nice
Anyway.
order.
You just
I'm
have to lean in
seizing
now,
on it.
Peyton.
Yeah, you gotta lean in. And I'll lean in on Brandon.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, from here, after this headshot, where is it? She leaves a voicemail for Matt to go on a date with him, basically. But at this time, Heather has flown in to hang out with Emily and help out Matt. And Heather is having this therapy lesson with Matt, telling him Emily just wants him to be happy and he should play guitar more. You know, she loves that when he does it. And Mr. Fuller, then at work, brings Matt in to discuss what he's found. And all that he's been able to find so far is that 4 years of info. And all of it hasn't helped because it's only shown her doing her job. And he's like, all it does is show her at work, but she's doing it well. And it's like, okay, good, at least.
She's good at her job, goddammit.
Conspiracy over, right?
It should be, but it's not. And Matt is going to lunch with her today. And he's going to have to wear a wire to get all the info. And
Of course.
he's like, you know what? He's like, don't worry, I'm doing this. I'm going to get you the info. I don't have feelings for Christy.
I don't have feelings for Christy North.
Nailed it.
She loves that line.
And because of that, that's an important saying because Mr. Fuller had a tape recorder and recorded it.
move.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously an easy trope to do.
Yeah, but it's classic. Even if it's easy, it's still a classic.
This will come in handy later.
I cannot wait to use this to fuck with you later.
And he showed us
He did.
the dramatic irony.
And then
He
Jeff
had-
Goldblum laughs.
And you always do it like making fun of it, and then it turns into his actual laugh. Like, see?
Well,
Oh yeah.
uh,
I'm scared my pants were green.
Ooh,
What the
scary.
hell?
well,
They're black here.
he's got all that info. He's got that blackmail. And what they do on their little date is they're going to have an indoor picnic in her office. And they order Chinese food. Christy just greets this delivery driver in Cantonese,
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously.
Naturally.
Which I think it worked out, but I think it was a little racist because I don't think he led with Cantonese. I think she assumed and then was like, "Oh,
He just brought
I got
the food in."
Yeah, he was like, "It'll be 12:07 for you." Like, and then she's like, "Check this out." Hey, John.
I was about to say, do
the
your
guy's
best
like, "Whoa, whoa,
Cantonese.
whoa, whoa, whoa."
Yeah, he did. He actually said it. He was like 1744.
Yeah.
And she
He said
just
it-
responded with
She
what
was
she
like-
assumed was his native language.
That's what I'm saying. And
Ah!
she is lucky that he
Yeah.
responded back.
What
in
if
the
he was
same,
just like,
like,
the fuck are you talking about?
Excuse me?
Well,
That'll be $100 now, ma'am, from you.
Matt receives a call from
Before
Emily.
I call the police.
Matt receives a call from Emily while they're on their indoor picnic date to go to the park and feed the ducks. And he invites Christy along to meet someone. And Christy gets this whole makeover. She sits in the park.
Glasses off, hair down makeover.
Lipstick.
Unbuttoning the shirt.
Yep.
Lipstick
But
on
then
the...
when she turns around, it's button backed up.
Continuity crazy.
It was insane. Also, lipstick on the lipstick she's already wearing for the movie.
Also, the biggest part, she talks to birds.
Oh, yes.
She
yes.
sits down at the park and just goes... And a bird
And
just
she
comes up.
draws him over, like, with her
Not only
Italian fingers.
Not only does...
Hey, I'm birding here. Or flying here, probably.
Senora Bird.
Can't believe that's become a running thing.
Oh.
Just Senora
Because
anything.
you told me I couldn't do it.
I think I just requested nicely that you stop. Maybe not nicely. Maybe I
Your
was
first
demanding.
mistake.
Well,
Why are you doing that at the camera?
not only does she speak Cantonese, she speaks bird. And Emily comes up to see her, to see if she can also hold the bird too. And she does. They have a good time. And Emily leaves with Heather to go meet Matt, who's showing up. And as he shows up, Christy tries to return Emily's glove that she left behind. And she sees Emily and Heather greeting Matt, hugging him. And Heather puts a scarf around Matt. So she's like, I'm fucking done.
And she does the, like, you know, you rub a towel between your butt cracks? She kind of rubs that around his neck.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't do that with people you're friends with. Like, Brandon, if I grabbed a scarf or wrapped it around your neck and I had that both ends in my hands and I was, like, pulling you in closer to me,
That'd be so
Doing
funny.
the shimmy, if you will.
it'd
Now,
be funny because I'd be, like, trying to
Now,
like,
if you
flirt
did it to
with
my
you.
butt crack, it would be way weirder.
Pulling you
It's all
up.
the motion I could think
As
of.
a wedgie.
What if I just pulled you in close and gave you a wedgie? Wouldn't you love that?
Would that be funny to you?
Wouldn't
Why
that
do
be
I-
so romantic?
Why do I like that? No.
Well, Emily,
Sexually confused.
or Christy, heartbroken at what she saw, walking on an empty road in the middle of the street to some sad music because she thinks he's all married and whatnot.
Yeah.
And Matt goes to Christy's place to check on her and see if he did something wrong. He knocks. She opens the door. He's like, can I come in? She doesn't answer. So he just walks in.
Yeah. And you were like, she didn't say yes.
Just lets himself in.
But she did just leave her front door wide open and abandon him there.
That's true.
You abandoned me.
I'm a backseatsman. Well, he just wants to see if something's wrong. Like, she didn't show up, and he sees Emily's glove in her place, and he tells her the whole story of Emily and how he is her guardian now, basically. And he tells her that, you know, her mom, her dad died, and the will had him in it as the next line. Well, it didn't have him in the next in line. It just
No.
said, Matt's a chill dude.
It did. It just
He
said,
was like, I guess
Matt's
I
an awesome uncle.
gotta be the dad now.
took it upon
I
himself.
gotta be Senor Uncle.
Quit his band.
The courts couldn't dispute it. They're like, no, we had something else lined up for this little girl. You don't have to do it. And like, no, I supersede that. I'm taking her.
It says right here,
I'm
an awesome uncle.
I'm chill.
I'm cool like that.
I'm chill AF, right, Jonathan?
Right.
Aguas frescas.
Well,
Oh yeah, Jonathan. Shout out Jonathan.
Shout out Jonathan.
the chef.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he deserves it. That guy's cool.
Well, he tells her all that, and he invites her over for dinner, and she's like, sure, I'll go to dinner. She's like, let me just change real quick. She came back in a second and a half in a whole new outfit. She did a magic quick change.
She did.
Snap
Christmas
of the
style.
fingers.
Quiz
And
my
he said,
style.
whoa.
Quiz
my
style.
And they go over, everyone's frosting cookies when a sprinkle fight occurs with sprinkles that are obviously edited in post.
I forgot, yeah.
Obviously.
Ostensibly.
So big old sprinkle fight, and you find out Matt at one point, they're talking about how good he is at guitar. They're like, you should play for us. And he's like, nah, I'm not that good. They're like, but you were nominated for Best Epic Starlight Guitar Player 4 years in a row.
Best epic starlight guitar player.
He won like one of the solo competitions
How did they
one year.
fit that on a trophy? Tell me.
Really big trophy? Really wide trophy,
Really
maybe?
small letters. A lot of hyphens.
Morse code?
Hyphens adds more space.
Not if it's mostly dots.
They can just...
All S's. Or
Oops, all S's. The new Cap'n Crunch cereal.
Oops, all S's.
Well,
The news.
oh wait, S's might be
Alphabet
the long
soup.
ones. Maybe O is the whatever.
what are you talking about?
This Morse code, the SOS is the only one I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
And I
don't.
think it's da 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 dun 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 dun.
3 dots is S. Dot, dot,
Or it's
dash,
3
dash,
lines.
dash, dot, dot, dot.
3
Is
dashes
SOS.
is O.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so he's this big hotshot guitar player. He breaks out his guitar, starts jamming, but you cannot hear Emily or Heather singing during this at all.
No.
And he is air guitaring to save his life up there. His fingers do not correlate.
Doing his classic catchphrase. I can't do it right because he's not doing a fuckboy laugh. He's like, he's doing like a nervous
just like,
laugh. Yeah, it's like fake. He's just trying to be nice.
nervous.
It's like I said, a polite laugh.
Nervous as hell. Well, everyone goes silent, and as they end their song, everyone's silent, and like a really awkward silence. And Heather and Emily start to walk out, and Emily slow-mo pushes the button
Yeah.
on the radio. Like it
The
turned
whole
into
movie
slow-mo.
turned slow motion for a second.
And
Ugh.
pushes on the stereo to a romantic song, and him and Christy start to slow dance together. And they're all having a good time, and Emily's getting ready for bed, and Christy tells her a Christmas story about a girl who isn't in the same place as she was, and that grew up in the North Pole or something. I don't remember what the
She
fuck.
grew up in a... She was very, like, vague about it. She
Grew up in a small winter town.
Yeah, in a snowy place or something.
In a snowy glen.
Snowy
Surrounded by
Glen.
little people.
Up on the heather.
Well, I put the story sounds like she is Buddy the Elf, and that she used to live in the North Pole. And this is when things start to click for us, with the mysterious post office woman.
All of us.
All of us. Even Marina.
Even Marina.
She had it kind of.
She had
from
it
the
dialed in
beginning.
early.
Yeah.
And Christy, after she finishes the story, kisses Emily the first time she was ever over at their place.
Yeah.
Kisses her right on the noggin.
Yeah. you,
Don't
bro,
kiss my
don't do
child.
that.
And he just loved it. He said, thank you for that.
Yeah.
He actually said,
And then
thank
he did
you
his.
for that.
I was gonna say, don't forget the nervous laugh. No,
In
that's
the,
Well,
laughter
she
inserted here.
She thanks him for kissing it, and she's trying to leave when he. Don't spit. You're good. Swallow.
I was fine until you said don't spit, then I was like, it'd be really funny if I spit right now, so it made me laugh harder.
So she's getting ready to go. Matt grabs her shoulder, like really intensely,
Yeah.
pulls her around. She's like, I gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
I He's like,
And
I should get going.
And he leans in to kiss her.
Oh yeah, because he's like, I like you, and she's like, I should get going. He's like, no,
Grabs her
I
shoulder
like you.
intensely, kisses her. Luckily, she kisses him back. It wasn't rapey or anything.
Woo.
And you get
Rapey
upbeat
back.
music the next day
The
as
rape
Matt
of Latrell. I know it's not.
Latrell Sprewell. You get upbeat music the next day at the post office as Matt high fives everyone like he just banged Christy overnight, and they all knew about it.
I got kissed
already.
last night. Just finger gunning everybody.
Hey. And
What's up? I got kissed.
Mr. Fuller's pissed that unopened mail takes up more space than open mail. So all the Santa mail is going to go in the dead mail truck, and he's getting rid of Christy. And Christy's sitting in her office when Mr. Fuller runs in her room, takes all of her mail, in the middle of a mysterious phone call from her dad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And as he's throwing out all the mail from her room, she's like, what's going on, Matt? And he's like, oh, Matt's not helping you out. Listen to this. Plays back the audio of that he doesn't
I do not have feelings for Christy North.
Yep.
I did not have sexual relations with
Drops
that woman.
bars.
They should turn that into one of those songs from like Vine, you know.
The I do not have feelings for Christy
Yeah.
North. Turn that into the Corn Kid, one of those songs with the auto tune.
What's the one where the
It's
house
North.
is burning down from so long ago, and the lady's like,
What is she like?
I can't remember what the
Is it a
words are.
It's a song?
It was like a vine. It's not important.
Okay.
It's North.
You'll have to show me at some point, though. Because I know, like, every Vine, I swear.
Well, he exposes Matt for
Expose him.
for not having feelings, and she storms out. You know, he did her dirty, but Mr. Fuller was also very scared of Matt when he touched his arm,
Oh.
and Matt swiped his arm away.
Who was that?
What was that?
What was that?
He was
That's
shocked.
like, oh my god. If there's one clip from this movie I'd want people to watch, it's that where he's like, what?
Well, Christy storms out, and as she storms out, he confesses that he loves her. He's falling in love with her, but Mr. Fuller plays that tape again, saying he doesn't have feelings, and she leaves. And Matt is all sad on the street, and is just a plain old mailman again, leaving voicemails for Christy as she packs up her home and listening to his messages. And she calls her dad and says, you know what? I'm coming back home. She's getting the fuck out of here. And
Getting out of Dodge.
Sally
California.
then angrily emails the Postmaster General about Mr. Fuller's actions and how important Christy was here.
And I'm sure that man's getting thousands of emails a day.
And
the Postmaster General.
He reads it and responds appropriately.
What the fuck? No Christmas
He
spirit.
So he emails her back.
He didn't.
He didn't do that.
Effie boy.
He didn't.
He didn't do that.
And so Matt's walking the street, gets some random mail from a guy on the street, and he's just like, you have to open this now. Are you Matt the mailman? Open this. It's a job offer to be them.
I swear they were tracking his ass.
Oh, they were.
They got a chip on him.
Yeah. He opens the mail to find out he's been offered the manager job. But his band has also just booked a record label. Emily wants him to go on tour, but he needs the stability of, this manager job. He's torn at what to do.
For his daughter niece.
Yes. And Emily grabs his guitar and basically calls him a sad fuck and that he should just join the band. And
Calls him a pussy.
Yeah, and she can be a group. You fucking pussy. Join the band, you stupid bitch.
Join the fucking band, you fucking stupid bitch.
And she wants to be a groupie. And Matt is just such a cool ass, sitting in Mr. Fuller's desk, feet on the table, like leather jacket on. He comes in, he's like, what the fuck are you doing in my desk? Like, why are you here? And he's like,
He gets real worked up about it.
he does. And he's like, oh, I got offered this manager job, but I declined, so fuck you. You're still not going to have this job.
But check this out.
Who's your new boss? And it's Sally.
It's
Sally.
Still wearing the goddamn Santa hat.
She never got rid of.
As soon as
She sleeps in
as soon as
that.
Questy gave it to her, she did not take it off.
Quizdy.
You don't see Sally without a Santa hat unless you rewind.
Santa hat.
No.
Oh, well, Matt's getting ready to leave and tells Sally that Christy's gone.
Sally's Senora Santa now. So excited.
I'm so glad that Peyton's on this train with me.
I got off miles ago.
She took the title.
You got off in the
Snatched
intro.
it.
Peyton and I are still going strong at hour 40.
Yeah, saying
Still riding it out.
Sally has snatched Senora Christmas
Snatched it
from
Camila
Camila
Cabello. I don't know.
She's
I don't know if
serving-
anyone can be better Senora Santa than Quizmice.
Well, Matt's ready to leave, tells Sally that Christy's gone, and he will never see her again. But Sally tracks her down with her USPS powers. And,
Sally actually mentioned, she says, we can
We can
find
track
her.
that- we can
We're
track
the
anybody.
USPS.
Yeah. They got powers.
She knows.
She does.
She knows too
So they're
much.
definitely being
that
tracked.
same old man in the mail truck that tracked down Matt shows up and tells her to jump in the truck. She needs to go to the office now. So she hops in. She runs into the office and turned around in her chair. She sees a Santa hat. And she's like, oh, I'm so happy you're here. But it's actually just Sally who's there to talk to her about Matt. And at that point, you're like, oh, fuck. Her dad is Santa.
Yeah.
She is the child of Santa.
Here's what I want to know. Is Santa's last name North?
No. It's Claus.
So
Or
why
Kringle.
is she
Why is she Christine? Is that
not
her
Christy
middle?
Kringle?
It's either her middle name is yeah. Her
Or
middle name is
Christy
either
North
North
Claus.
or his middle name is Claus. That's got to be right.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe his name is Santa Claus North. Who knows? Maybe his name is Northwest. We're not sure.
I'm just saying that if she went to the real world and her last name was Claus, everybody would have known. Kringle is a little better.
North is still kind of like jabbing it, like you're almost
North
there.
Pole.
Why couldn't you be like?
It's like a scavenger hunt if you make
Why
it.
couldn't
Also,
you be
though-
like Christy Johnson?
Yeah.
We
Why
already
wasn't
had a
she
Mrs.
like
Johnson.
Christy Miller?
Christy Senora.
No,
Christy Santa.
Christy.
her last name is Santa.
They'll never guess.
Guess who my dad is? You won't. You won't. I won't.
You won't.
Mm-mm. And it's not who you think it is. Fuck! They got it again.
It's
They
Drew Gooden.
always guess who my dad. It's Drew Gooden.
It's the devil.
They always guess the devil.
They always guess Little Nicky.
All the dyslexic kids think I'm a demon.
Well, the old man brings her over. She sees Sally turning around in her chair to talk to her about Matt. And Christy and Sally are like, we get one last chance. We're going to hop in this mail truck, chase Matt down. And as they drive away in the mail truck, the drivers are just dudes. They're men.
Yeah, they actually transformed into men because women can't drive.
The shape, the Wonder Twins shape of
A man.
capable men. God.
The Christmas
The quiz
females
mice.
went to quiz mice. Males.
Quiz males.
Quiz males.
I was just gonna say, I don't know what I was gonna say. This movie turned really sexist all of a sudden, but
It did.
that was way funnier what you guys were doing. So thank you.
Well, they're following the... So,
Really
Christy's
bad
like...
stunt doubles.
Sally's like, where the fuck are they? They left such a long time ago. We're never going to follow them. Christy's like, follow the Christmas lights. Follow Rudolph's red nose. You'll get to him. And she's like,
Ugh.
okay.
And the lights are just turning on as they drive farther.
She's like, sure. And so they follow the Christmas lights. Leads them right to Matt. And Sally's
Who's still on residential roads trying to get out of town?
Yeah.
What a fucking idiot.
I don't know, he's just driving through neighborhoods taking a detour.
Is he taking back roads all the way to New York?
Yeah, because when he left
a
his
40-day
own
trek.
neighborhood, it was daytime.
Yeah.
But when they catch him in
got
same neighborhood,
midnight.
It's yeah.
supposedly,
It's dusk.
like, yeah, it's like pitch black by the time they're it's
pitch perfect.
He
It's
gets-
pitch perfect, really.
He's just really lost. I like to imagine Heather's
How
in
do
the
I-
passenger seat the whole time, like, he's just like, I'm lost, I can't get to the interstate. She's like, well, if you stop turning right, there's another direction.
How do I get out of my neighborhood?
He's just quiz mice. He has no idea where he's
He's only
going.
used to
Jerry.
walking the sidewalks. He's not used to driving.
He's jamming to
He hasn't
Camilla
driven
Cabello.
Yes, it's just Senora Santa. He loves it.
His passengers in the back.
Well, Sally catches up to him, cuts him off. Tokyo drifts in there, and they all hop out. And Christy and Matt see each other. And they kiss.
They Christy.
They kiss mice right in front of the reindeer decorations.
They
Kiss mice. And the dad calls Christy once more after their kiss, asking if she's going to make it home for Christmas. She says no, and then all you hear faintly in the phone is some sleigh bells ringing and a man yell, "Ho, ho, ho, ho."
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not going to make it home for the holidays. And he's like, thank God. Oh, yeah.
He's got a lot of work to do. It's Christmas Eve, so...
That's true.
That basically ends it, but in the outro credits, we get postcards of Christy and Matt at a bunch of tourist attractions through the U.S.
Yeah.
And that is the end.
And Christy has the same coat on the whole tour.
That is true, yeah.
Everybody's wearing the same outfits. Brandon's like, why are you wearing a coat at the beach? They're like at the Golden Gate Bridge and they're in like winter clothes. I guess they were wearing winter clothes in California already. Might as well go to the Golden
Let's
Gate.
go to the beach.
But yeah.
That's the end of Christmas.
Quiz mice!
Quiz my smile.
Quiz mail.
Quiz mail.
All right.
Good vibrato.
Yeah, that was good. All right, that's going to end it here for the movie. Thank you.
Movie.
So we can get
keep
into
doing it.
our quiz. Quotes, ratings, reviews, critic reviews, recommendations, and then that's it. And then we end it.
Well, critic reviews, I think, just falls under reviews.
Yeah, it does, and I don't have any critic reviews, I'll already tell you.
Okay.
So, just quotes, ratings, reviews, and recommendations.
Oh, Chris.
Okay.
You're good. That's
Oh,
good enough.
man.
Usually it's like...
I kind of high-fived it so you would know, too.
Usually it's like I'm down to already 2 or something and Seth like says something stupid. Then we have to restart. Or we're just talking about Weird Al and we all just suddenly stop talking.
What about the time Lucas just yeehawed?
We just come out of the break. Yeehaw! Lucas, why'd you yeehaw?
Didn't even count. You were like trying, you held this up and then he yeehawed anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because he didn't even wait 5 seconds.
No, he waited like 2 and then you were like, we still have to pause.
That was great. That ruined my recording so much. I had to edit so much because of yeehawed. How many beers is this? Is that 3 for you?
This is the 3rd, yeah.
Nice. It has the 3rd. Quotes. How many quotes do we have?
I don't have a ton. I think I only have like 2.
Only 2. I have 9.
Well,
2, 3, 4.
I have 3, but one is just as the whole Muschetti scene.
That's okay.
That's
yeah.
good.
So I've got 11 actually. How many do you have, Seth? I hear Marina just hi, which is clearly to Caesar.
Hi, buddy. I have 15.
15. All right, Peyton, you're the guest of honor today. Do you want to do all your 3 so they don't get stolen?
Sure.
Okay.
Good call.
Okay, my first one is the Muschetti scene.
Hi, Caesar boy.
He's so happy. He's so tired right now.
It's like, you guys, he's trying to kick us out.
Oh yeah, he will.
Will
He's like,
you leave?
You're done. I'll hold your head.
He hasn't bought Seth a raspberry iced tea in so long.
He's mad at me. He used to buy me teas all the time.
You want
You're
my
not
hand?
coming
I saw
up
that.
here. He's so
He wants
happy.
up.
I'll let you if you really want.
He's gonna get up and get mad that you're near his butt, though.
Yeah,
Well, that seems like maybe someone else's problem.
Caesar boy, you're a good boy. All right, you got 3. Kick them off.
Okay, the first one is the entire Muschetti scene because I couldn't pick just one part from it. When he's making spaghetti and she goes, "It's Muschetti," and he goes, "Yeah, spaghetti." She goes, "No, Muschetti," because I haven't had it in a while and I miss it.
And I miss it.
And it's more. She's like, "And I miss it." Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
This scene's funny because he says, "Hey, come down, dinner's ready." She comes down and he's just started boiling water on the
he's
stove.
not even. Yeah, the
hasn't even
whole
started
entire
dinner.
scene. There's
Dinner's
just-
getting started.
She does the whole Muschetti thing.
No, and then he says,
And she's okay.
"Okay, bye."
Okay, bye. Like you just hung up a phone.
she
She's
just
like,
goes back upstairs.
you don't say goodbye to people that are going into the next room.
No.
If my mom yells at me that dinner's ready and I'm in the middle of Champions of Norath and I go downstairs and it's just being started, I am pissed.
I'm
It's
pissed
just,
too.
also, why would
Champions-
you say, "Hey, dinner's ready"
If it's not,
if you haven't even?
I'm in the middle of
Finish
fighting the
boiling
Ant
the
Queen
noodles.
right now.
Are you kidding me?
Lord Vanarost, I need to take down first.
I'm playing Sims in my room. Don't bother me.
This
in my
Asian woman won't
garage.
stop tipping
This
over my
Asian
trash
woman
can.
won't stop setting my stove on fire. I need help.
I'm playing Sims in this garage that I share with 3 of my siblings.
Did I
Leave me alone.
Did I mention she was a teenager?
No.
And we fist fought.
Did you
Who?
win?
I think she
Who?
left my house. In
Nobody
my
wins in your
Sims.
fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought there was a literal teenager that was...
Oh.
No.
Yeah, we
Okay.
fist fought.
Okay.
Next, I have, it just says, aren't you, like, raising an orphan or something?
I think that's one of mine, gone.
That's so mean.
I think that would be Boss Man.
Yeah, that's Mr. Fuller talking to Matt, and he's
And
like,
I don't
aren't you,
even
like,
know-
raising an orphan or something?
Like, there's no reason for him to be asking it either. He's like,
No.
just, I think it's when he's talking to him about making him the assistant manager, and he's like, what, aren't you, like, raising an orphan or something? Just completely out of context.
It was either that or after when he's like, this is enough information. Like, don't you want to get paid better, maybe, is what he's...
Maybe?
I don't know. I don't know.
remember why he asked,
He
but
had
he
no
asked.
reason to ask that.
Aren't you, like, and also rude.
Back off.
Leave her alone. Although she does like to lead with that. By the way, I
My
have
parents are
dead
dead. I
parents.
don't know what that means, but they're gone.
But they're
I guess.
gone for
What does
sure.
dead mean?
Where the fuck did they go?
Can I kiss boys?
Weird. She's a weird kid.
She's a
Alright,
weird-
Oh,
and number 3?
And number 3
Numero three.
is when they're making the hot chocolate, and
Oh, yeah.
she's like, "Oh, ew, oh," not that instant hot chocolate, and makes him put it away. And she pulls out hers, and he goes, "I'm about to get schooled," and she just repeats it and says, "You're about to get schooled." So I just have, "I'm about to get schooled," "You're about to get schooled." And that's all I have. I
She's
just have 3.
stupid.
Just stupid.
You and I read quotes the same way, whereas we, like, have to paint the entire picture. I do it every time. I'm glad it's not just
You
me.
need the context.
Yeah, of course. It makes
behind
it funnier.
Alright. I'm gonna do 6. You do 7.
Fine.
This is my only IMDb quote because there were only like 3. So, the one IMDb one I got is, "Sweetie, don't you think Mrs. Johnson is a little old for me?" And Emily goes, "But last week you said you were too old to play dolls with me anymore. When I asked you to show me how to do a cartwheel, you said you were too old for them." And Matt goes, "Okay, I'll make a deal with you. I'll stop saying I'm too old if you stop trying to fix me up with all my elderly neighbors."
Fair.
Yeah.
He
a good
makes a
deal.
fair point.
Yeah.
More than fair.
Please
Weird.
Stop trying to fix me up.
Next.
Specifically the elderly
Is,
neighbors.
yeah.
Any other neighbor.
Please.
If it's like a MILF, sure, but she
Absolutely.
was 80.
Yeah.
Mrs. Johnson.
Senora
Senora
Johnson.
Why did it have to be Johnson? That's why it couldn't be
why it
Christy
couldn't- it couldn't
Johnson.
be Christy
There was
Johnson.
already
She would be-
Mrs. Johnson.
She would have been
That's
the
what I'm
granddaughter of Mrs.
Yeah.
Johnson. Mrs. Johnson is...
Mrs. Claus?
No, she's the mom of Santa.
Miss Claus.
Ms. Claus.
Moist Claus.
Moist
Moist
claws.
Claus.
It's a moist claws.
Claus moist.
Moist cloths. Next one. Right at the beginning when Matt's handing out or picking up mail from all the kids that are handing him Santa mail, and he goes, "Any letters to Santa?" And these people go, "Of course not. We tweeted ours."
No way.
That's the same lady that...
Why don't I remember that?
That's the one that
Yeah.
walked into her.
That's like
didn't
at the
walk.
very beginning,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
We tweeted ours.
We tweeted ours.
It's funny they even include
LOL.
that. Why would they even include that in the movie? Because it's
They
not... It wasn't like...
2010.
The movie didn't even,
Who
like...
was tweeting their Christmas cards to Santa?
Nobody was tweeting anything in 2010.
Christy North was not responding to those because she
She
doesn't
was
even
not.
know what a gigabyte
Yeah.
is.
Or an email.
Next, this is Boss Man. He's walking through the halls very angrily, looks at a wreath, and rips it off the wall. He goes, "What is this? A fire hazard. Get rid of it." It's like, dude, calm down. You're in the hallway of a post office.
What's gonna cause a fire in the hallway?
This isn't fucking Fallujah.
He did... with ham.
We can't.
Ham. That one.
Because he did make a good point later when Sally's wearing the Santa hat. He's like, "You can't wear that. There's conveyor belts, that could get stuck in there."
Yeah.
Which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But this was a hallway.
This is a hallway and it's a wreath. Like, you have paintings
And
up.
it's not that excessive. There's nothing on it. It's just the
Green.
like the branches
Yeah.
and then a little bow on top. There's not ornaments. There's
Oh, is that
nothing.
what... Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a mistletoe, something red on there, but yeah, just green.
Next one. Dear Santa, I don't know who the fuck this was from. This was just from some...
was the quote. I was like, whoa, I missed
Santa,
something.
Was I asleep?
I don't know who the fuck wrote this letter, but it's...
This letter is ass, little girl.
I don't know who... This was just some kid, I guess. Dear Santa, my mom keeps telling me I don't have half the sense I was born with. Can you find the rest for me?
I love that one.
And Quisty's like, oh, isn't that sweet? And like, no.
No, mom is
That
being...
is sad.
They got a gaslighting parents.
Yeah, shit.
I don't know. This is Matt when I think he's getting a promotion from Boss Man, and Mr. Fuller just goes, Matt, pow, pow. And I was like, what the hell?
His full name is Matt the Mailman. Get
Yeah.
it right, Mr. Fuller.
Can't believe he introduced himself
And
as such.
my
Hi,
last one for now.
I'm Peyton, the server.
Seth the server sounds better because it has the alliteration.
Hi, I'm Seth's sister, the server.
There you go.
Oh.
Triple. And my last one for now is I'm grooming you, Matt. You're being groomed.
So glad you put that one.
I was gonna take that one, but you seem so excited. I figured you would.
You're being
Write that down,
rude.
write that down.
Write that down.
This actually, I have one more that isn't actually one that I wrote down, but I just remembered it as write that down, is right as the movie started. Peyton hears me typing away like crazy. Like, we're 2 minutes and she's like, are you taking notes?
Yeah. Well, because she was like, should I be doing that? No, you're good.
I got
You're
so
good.
nervous.
Oh, I think the only person that's taken as many notes as you is maybe Robert on dwarves.
Robert took so many notes. Lucas used to take so many.
Yeah, he still takes way more than I do.
Yeah.
Because I take,
Robert took so many.
One every 3 weeks.
He hand wrote 6 pages.
he was going crazy. He loved it.
All right, half of yours, Seth.
Before I get to my first quote, the very beginning intro, when Emily's writing her Christmas letter, or Santa letter,
Yeah.
she's using the wrong side of the crayon, which was just making me mad.
Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't Emily. That was some random girl in the that brought hers
That
to
was the one that had
Matt
the
in
half the
street.
sense.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay. It was somebody using the
but
wrong
yes,
end of the crayon, though.
it was the butt end of the crayon.
I just hated
for sure.
it. My first quote is, hi, I'm Matt the mailman. He literally introduced
Did you put
himself
the
like
pause?
that. Hi,
After the?
Hi, I'm Matt the mailman.
If you were gonna say the, you obviously knew you were gonna say mailman.
He was
It
just
should've
ashamed.
been
It was too
Matt.
far.
The
The
mailman.
mailman.
No,
It makes it sound
it
like
was
a
Matt the.
He's like a secret code
It's
name.
Matt the mailman.
What is that from? Oh, it's SpongeBob.
Yeah.
All right, my second one.
I like that in my high-pitched voice I do, and you're like, oh, obviously, SpongeBob.
Second quote is one of the first times you see Sally coming around the corner, and Fuller's talking to Christy. Sally says, "Merry Christmas, Fuller," and he says, "The coffee tastes burnt, Sally."
Yeah,
That was right.
Why is that Sally?
Can coffee taste burnt?
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
Like
well,
a
they were just
liar?
drinking drip coffee, so I mean, if it sat there like all day, it probably could.
Like
or,
on all day.
Or maybe if they just had really shitty coffee. But then I feel like that would be the boss's problem because he probably bought the coffee. So I don't know.
It seemed more like it would be stale than burnt.
Yeah.
Hard to burn a liquid because then it just evaporates. Go on, Seth.
Anywho.
This is Sally again. She finds Christy North and says, "Honey, I work for the USPS. We know where you live."
Yep.
She's like, "How did you find me?" She did say, "Honey."
Classic sassy black lady.
Classic honey.
Fuller here again. Don't make me not see me in you, Matt.
A good one. I'm so glad you put that.
I put Matt the bootlicker as a note.
Why was that so funny to me? I spit.
Because
But you said
Christy
bootlegger.
was talking about Fuller. She's like, he's just so, and Matt's like hardworking, passionate, high work ethic, and she's like grumpy. Oh, right.
Frumpy.
Frumpy.
Hey!
that you're...
Frumpy.
Don't steal my
I thought
frumpy.
you said bootlegger.
Oh, like
Like selling
stealing
illegal alcohol?
movies? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What the
Hello?
fuck are you saying, Seth? Obviously selling illegal alcohol.
No, bootlegging is like doing knockoff versions of things.
That is also true, I
Or
guess.
like recording tapes
We
at
went different ways. I'm in the
Yeah.
Prohibition for some reason.
And
We're
I'm in
thinking
like
about-
2003.
Peyton and I are thinking about Dust Bowl crimes over here.
Don't bring up Dust Bowl crimes again. What an intricate web of inside jokes we have. All right, my next quote, I
Our real
guess.
fans will remember Dust Bowl crimes.
Our
Our-
OnlyFans,
I was
if you will.
Oh!
If you and I won't. Our 3 fans. I'm not gonna say our only fans.
Our
What is?
OnlyFans. They came for the full frontal nudity.
They're not getting any.
You just missed it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you just missed
It
on
was
the,
there.
You missed on the camera,
It was
too.
there
I just
all along.
flashed.
What?
Yeah, just
You
my
wanna see
belly
me
button.
do this?
but-
Dick and balls and all.
No, just belly button.
I'm gonna read my 5th quote before we go
Okay.
insane. Oh. Do you know what all these Santa emails are doing to our servers? Like his email servers are running out of space because too many kids are writing to Santa.
You could delete them all. Nobody was responding to the emails.
No, nobody
He was
was.
so upset about the emails. He was so upset about the mail.
And
Mo
qu-
money, mo problems. That's what I always say.
And that I wish he'd said that. It would have made more sense for
Yeah.
his motive. Here's an address. Maybe you can track it or something. Just a crazy thing to do to somebody who's here on work. We talked about his paranoia and everything already. But he's like, maybe you can, like, I don't know, find her social security number and, like, get a background report on there. I don't know. Just spitballing. Like, have you done this, Matt? God, I did not take any context for this one. This one just says Santa doesn't care.
Oh, well.
Nope. Can't really play off that.
That's my last one for now.
All right. I am going to finish one of yours because it came up again later.
Okay, good.
You will never see me in you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Matt's response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He finishes a sentence when I thought he was quitting the post office completely, yelling at Mr. Fuller, but really he just went back to being a mailman.
So
He
funny.
went out on the streets.
Yeah.
He, like, stormed off in a huff and then kept working for the post office.
This was a
What
weird,
a weak way to go out.
This was a weird one. I think it was during their indoor picnic. Christy goes, "Oh, I love kids and animals and candy." And Matt goes, "Candy. Yeah."
And then he does his
Also-
polite laugh. Ha ha. I can only do the fuckboy laugh. Brandon's got it. You got it. Oh my god, that was good.
Yours is always
Imagine how different this movie would have been if Matt was like, ha! Every time he did this.
Candy.
He just did this.
Hey, what up, shawty? Yeah.
He's like,
Or Matt with Jeff Goldblum.
imagine if Matt was played by Jeff Goldblum.
How
Better.
Matt.
Imagine if Jeff was, or Matt was
If
played
Jeff
by.
was played by Matt Goldblum.
He was played by Camilla Cabello.
I was gonna say Scooby Doo, and every time he left, but it was like a fuckboy Scooby Doo. So it was like,
Like Connor. Why is he catching so many strays today?
he's always doing like the Leo hair thing. Just like, I'm Matt.
Like DiCaprio?
Yeah.
DiCaprio.
Damn it. Next one after the candy one. This is Mrs. Johnson as they're like trying to run away after Matt,
Trying to elope with Mrs. Johnson.
and she goes, "Can I get some stamps before you go?" And Christy just goes, "Merry Christmas, Mrs. Johnson." Doesn't answer.
Oh, yeah.
It's the rudest way to say no.
Then
Merry Christmas.
this is a quote
Merry
from
Christmas.
Seth.
Oh.
It just
He loves
says
quoting
this
me.
was the first instance of it, but it just says quiz my eyes.
We shouldn't even read. We've done it so many times during the recording.
And then this is a quote from Peyton.
I'm quoted.
This is when
loves quoting,
Sally comes into her home, like just unannounced, and she goes, "Christy, you ain't on the run, are you?" And Peyton, you just go, "Now that's a bold assumption."
Imagine.
You aren't a felon on the run, are you?
Right? Just double checking.
I've had plenty of friends that have been on
You
the
don't have
run.
like a warrant out for your arrest by chance, do you, Seth?
You look like the type.
You look like, and it's just Christy North. Imagine.
With her fucking glass-cutting jawline.
Imagine. Cash is in a phase right now where if you, like, you can do anything. You could just sit there and he'll be like, imagine your name starting with an S. Imagine! I don't know why, but...
He's so weird.
He's so weird. He just called me to tell me that my fiance looks like a Bigfoot and hung up.
Oh yeah, what's up with his beard again? Remind him he looks like Bigfoot.
Remind him... He kind of... Not even remind him, just so you know.
It's funny, because I've been away at college for 8 years, so the last time I saw him...
Oh yeah, he was like a
so
baby.
It was a baby, basically.
He is a baby.
He doesn't talk much better than when he was a baby.
He does.
He's getting better,
He took
don't get me
speech
wrong.
therapy for like 6 years.
I
saw
know,
him
but he's
as
still got some...
I saw him as a baby, and then month and a half ago, 2 months ago, he was standing in this apartment.
Oh yeah, that's right. My mom came to say hi.
What?
Yeah. Alright, finish yours off, Seth.
All right, Resco. Oh yeah, this one's from Sally. I don't have the context. It's insane. Do I read it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I hope you wouldn't tell you that if you wrote Santa for help. Whoa!
What are you saying right now?
I know it's the Sally one that we had to rewind and write down because she said something crazy. I hope you wouldn't tell you that if you wrote Santa for ask you for help for you. I think I may have misplaced some words.
What the? Am I
read it.
super drunk right now?
Look, it's you know the one I'm talking about.
I hope you wouldn't tell you that if you wrote Santa for ask you for help for you.
Maybe I should have put a 2 in there instead of a 4.
I hope you wouldn't tell you that if you wrote Santa for help, for ask you for help for you.
Maybe
for help you.
I'm gonna
ask you.
try one more time. I'm replacing a word. I hope you wouldn't tell you that if you wrote Santa to ask you for help for you.
That does sound better.
I hope you wouldn't tell you that if you wrote Santa to ask you
for you.
to help for you. To help you for you.
It does sound
It was hard
better,
to write down.
But that's bad.
It's all bad.
She said, for you, for those,
See?
for you.
See?
And then she goes, you know what I mean. I could hear it.
It
So I
didn't-
had to help.
We had to try like 6 different times.
for you, for me, for you, and to you, for you, asking for you.
You better not.
You better.
This one we kind of went over earlier already, but where did they go when she's talking about her dead parents? 'Cause where are they? Oh, this is after, I think Fuller's about to fire Christy North, and some guy's like, but who's going to read the letters to Santa? It's a 40-year-old balding man.
He did say that. It's like, Santa's not real, my guy. Or is he?
And is he Christy's dad? Or like uncle or
That's
some
a
shit?
bold assumption now.
That's a
What
bold
if
assumption.
it's her uncle?
That
She's the Emily of the family.
because she
That's
does
why they have
call
different
him
last
dad.
names.
Yeah.
Oh, she does call him
fuck.
dad. Never mind.
No, but Emily refers to Matt as basically her dad.
But she says my uncle when she writes the letter.
That's true.
That's true. But when she's on the phone, I don't know.
It's a good try.
Yeah, thanks. I tried.
Valiant effort.
What is that? But when he gets hit, but I just put that emoji in there.
When he gets hit. Oh, yeah.
What is
the arms.
What is that? This is from Fuller's. Good riddance, Christy North. Go back to where you came from. Pissed.
Wow.
Follow Rudolph. Christy North again when the lights are... Yeah,
fucking
the light
dumb.
thing. Oh, this is a quote from Peyton. She's wearing a coat on the beach. I already went over it earlier, but... Oh, this is the very end of the movie. When he's like... She just gets off the phone with Santa / her dad, and he's like, so, when do I get to meet your family? And she goes, sometimes family is closer than you think. And he goes, what?
He goes,
And then the movie ends.
Ah.
What?
Ah.
The very last line of this film is the main character being confused.
naturally.
And that's all my quotes.
Excellent. All right, quotes are done. It's ratings time. I'm going to tell you right now I have no critic reviews, which means I have no critic ratings. IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes.
Do you have any Quiz Mice reviews?
Quiz Mice.
Critics. No, I've only got user.
Bad.
Yeah. Super bad. Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, we should have watched that.
What do we think audiences on Rotten Tomatoes are giving this? Peyton, this is out of 100, it's percentage.
You want her go first when you know me
42.
to be a scoundrel?
Okay.
You know, don't you? Okay. 22.
One of you guys is right. It's a 42.
Fucking no way! Are you serious?
Did you actually know?
No, I felt it in my blood.
She's been so pumped for Christmas mail for like 2 weeks.
Oh my
I've been-
god.
Every
She
day.
said it so fast and
I had
confidently
no idea.
that I thought she knew.
No,
Because you asked her.
I thought that maybe she'd seen it Googling it or something, but no, for real. I
Maybe
think it is.
subconsciously? No, I don't think I've ever Googled Christmas mail.
I think it's in your.
Except to say Christmas mail video critic, because I didn't know his name was Drew Goodwin.
Gooden.
What's his name?
Gooden.
Goodwin.
I
Shit.
think it is just in her blood because every day for like 2 weeks I've been like, "Are you excited for Christmas?"
Oh my
mail?"
god. In My Blood? That's a song by Shawn Mendes, who used to date Senor
Camille
Santa.
Caballero. Lady
Sin-
Quiz Moise.
Lady Quiz Mice.
Oh my god.
Guys, Mike's here to get me.
He's here. All right, let's power. My Quiz Mice.
IMDb.
Miss Quiz
Lady
Moise.
Quiz Mice.
We're saluting.
Audience score. This is out of 10.
What we think they're giving him or us?
IMDb audience score. What is it rated?
Maybe. Do they do points or just
Yeah.
regular? Maybe like a 3.7.
Okay.
Don't laugh like that. That's how I laugh.
That's how Regan and I laugh, but only when we're together.
3.8.
Oh, you one-upped her.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say 8 because I don't really like odd numbers, but then I did it.
She was going to say 8 even, like 8.0.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
You should go-
Baby.
I go
That's
point
my
one.
rating.
I always go 0.1 up on Lucas for Price is
So-
Right rules.
Our winner today is Seth.
Let's go.
It's 5.3.
Oh wow.
Well, that wasn't
So
that exciting.
audiences gave it
Flex on
42
me.
and 53 for an average of 47.5. What are we giving it today? Out of 10 on the John Lasagna scale.
I told you about the lasagna scale.
Did you?
I might have told Mike about the lasagna scale for some
It's
reason.
objective, strictly objective, based on John Leguizamo, a.k.a. John Lasagna.
Yeah, and it is different than the star system, but it is still out of 10.
And you can do points.
Yeah, or not.
I will give it
I've done double decimals.
6.
Flat?
Yeah.
Okay. Any reasoning?
Not really. I should have more reason because I love it, but only
Because you miss
because
it.
it's because I miss it and I haven't had it in a while.
And you miss Sketty, yeah.
And it's Miss Mail.
Oh my god.
Anyways, that's all I have.
Seth?
That would hurt. Miss Mail hurt.
It hurt me to say.
You've been killing this episode. That's your one
Moise,
slip up so far.
No, that was great.
Terrible.
That was great.
I don't get passes for stuff like
Moise,
that.
Moise. I have to go.
All right. I'm
Oh, I don't mean because Mike's here. I just mean because I'm done.
yeah, and you have school shit.
Oh, don't.
I'm gonna say I think. Have I done a 5 before? Just like a straight down the middle.
Nope.
4.2.
Great. Reasoning?
No,
Also no.
it's just maybe 5's more applicable. I don't know. I think it's just really boring and like bad and kind of funny, but not for the reasons it's supposed to be. And the only reason it's gotten that high of a score is because like I've seen the video about it and like pointing out all the fun stuff about it already, which makes me enjoy it more because I'm like, oh, this is about to be so much fun to watch, but it's like not for the reasons intended by the writers. So
Yeah.
I can't give it a score based on that.
All right. And lastly, I'm a 2.2.
Damn, I thought he was going like a 9.
No, this is bad.
I hated it.
This is generic Lifetime Hallmark, but except it's Ion television.
Yeah.
But it still fits into those categories. Charles Barkley playing for the Pacers, all that shit, you know.
Right, he was in it.
With it, you don't need the green screens. I think that the
I
storyline,
forgot about the green screen.
that all the mess ups in
You're
it,
going down your
terrible,
score.
acting bad, but
No, I love it.
I think, I mean, it's funny to make fun of, but it's still bad objectively. And
Yeah.
I think the thing with it is like the storyline of her being Santa's daughter, so unnecessary. She could just be somebody that works for the post office. I don't need that.
She could just be best buds with the Postmaster General.
Yeah.
She didn't need to be Santa's daughter
Exactly.
to respond to Santa's letters.
That's why I feel like
Because
that
they
was...
never really went anywhere crazy with it.
I'm telling you, that was the real Postmaster General, and this movie was made by the post office to
Yeah. Because she was on assignment from him.
Yeah.
She made it into the post office higher ups.
There was this whole subplot of like, you think that Santa sent her to the post office. She's like, she really was just sent there on a fucking regular 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
And some guy was like, what the hell is this woman doing here?
There's this big plot twist in it that does not pay off.
It's not even a plot twist. It's like a plot addendum that is
Yeah.
unnecessary.
So it's bad. So 2.2, which is crazy that that's the highest rated.
I thought you went 2.8. Are you down to 2.2?
No, I was
No, he said
2.8.
2-2.
Did he? Okay.
Which is crazy
Maybe I was
that
hopeful.
so far, that is
You
the
won it.
highest holiday ho-rated movie.
This year, right? Like, not all time.
Just this year. Oh, yeah, Santa with Muscles slayed.
I can...
Ah,
Good.
classic.
Oh, wow, I didn't even mean to do that.
Pun intended.
Classic
All
Alfredo.
right, so a
What?
6, 4.2, and a 2.2, 10.2, 12.4, average of 4.1.
All right.
And then lastly, we've got some reviews. You ready?
Yes, let's go.
The Little Songbird.
Oh, the little bluebird, my rival on the podcast.
This is Bethany Cox.
She and I hate each other.
I don't think she knows who you are.
She
but-
knows me, and she does not take kindly to me.
May 3rd, 2022, she says, it was not easy telling whether Christmas Mail was going to be good or whether it was going to be bad when first hearing of it, reading the plot synopsis, and seeing the advertising. The story did sound interesting, if not with much to make it unique, and it didn't look too bad. Even the mixed response to the film didn't put me off, and actually made me intrigued to see which side of it I liked or hated it, in my opinion, would fall on. Watching Christmas Mail as a part of the Christmas film quest that has been happening for the past 3 years, something that was very much necessary after a tough time in my life. It was for me on neither extreme of brilliant or terrible, and found myself neither loving or hating it. If anything, my opinion is somewhere in between, and I'm actually pretty conflicted on what my stance is. In conclusion, hit and miss, but watchable. 5 out of 10. That's the Little Bluebird for you.
He cut about 80% of that review.
Really?
She writes 6 paragraphs.
Oh,
She writes a
Everything.
10-page research paper on every film.
she writes a
Quit
critical
reminding her.
Next.
Writes her
By
thesis paper on each one of these movies. What a
next.
gal.
By
Thorough.
by Deh 11771. Deh. On November 18, 2019. Deh. They say, I thought this was a really
Some
funny.
say love. Sorry.
I thought this was a really funny, offbeat Christmas movie. The characters were offbeat, especially the mysterious one. The acting was good for what it was trying to accomplish.
Which one was the mysterious one?
It has to be
Christy
Christy.
Moore.
Quizma, the
What is
Quizma is, you idiot.
You're a Santa. Get out of here.
I found it to be a bit like.
Goddamn.
I found it a bit to be like The Office meets a Christmas movie. I'm glad it's still getting some airtime on Up. 9 out of 10.
I like The Office.
There was not
a
a there was there was not a single mockumentary style scene in this. You gotta quit that. Quit that. Next.
Point that.
Sorry,
I'm
Marina.
gonna get in the car. He's gonna be so confused.
You're just laughing.
Everything
You're gonna
I
keep
say
saying
is gonna
quiz
be notes. Two notes.
Alright, next up. By GM Good Wrench Girl on December 22nd, 2019.
That's you.
As a postal worker, I had to try this movie out. It was...
Devon.
He is GM Good Wrench Girl.
He has to be.
It was...
You brought up Devon like 4 times.
I have no idea who that is. Never even heard of him.
He's a really tall, handsome fella.
He's so tall and handsome. It's crazy. He's everything I wish I looked like. Minus 2 inches. Height.
Yeah.
Is he taller than you?
He's shorter than me, so I want
So,
to stay my
plus
height but look like him.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
He did think in the sex video of Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson that Tommy Lee's 9-inch dick looked small. So,
Damn.
which says a lot.
Yeah, that's...
He's like, wow, that's like an average sized dick. We're like, what?
Is it?
That's fucking crazy. What's the next review?
I haven't even finished this one yet.
What's the registry?
As a postal worker, I had to try this movie. It was a really simple plot. A sweet, romantic story with a happy ending. It won't win any awards, but I liked it. The lead actor and actress were cute in their roles, and the added mystery of who this new girl really was made it way more interesting. It clearly was filmed in a postal facility, but it was super unrealistic. The lack of mail at Christmas time was astounding, and there were way too many other things to list. It made me laugh, though, and realism certainly isn't required, especially in a movie like this. 7 out of 10. Felt like there was a lot of mail.
I felt like there was a lot of mail. But I guess being a postal service worker,
They know.
They know better than we
They
do.
know.
They know. They know.
We're on it again. Jesus.
I know, what the heck?
We were doing that earlier today, too.
Okay, next one.
One of those days.
Maisie and McDonald.
That's me.
No, it's not. May 5th, 2020.
I'm
Peyton.
McDonald's.
You're Maisie and McDonald. You're Stefan.
No, I'm Snoopy style.
That's right. Maisie and McDonald, May 5th, 2020. Truly a masterpiece. The cinematography, the acting, the editing should have been nominated for every Oscar. 10 out of 10.
And it was.
A classic.
Yeah.
Really.
It wasn't.
Oh, man.
Next. By G.K. Noak. December 25th, 2017. Protagonist has all kinds of choices as far as female companionship, but chooses the ditzy one. Yikes. I would have rejected her right away and yielded to the charms of one of the numerous older predatory women who clearly wanted him and figured he would be easily trained. 5 out of 10.
Naturally.
That's the one that we've heard. He had that review in the video. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I love it. One of the
only
older predatory women.
There's only 32 IMDb reviews, so it's weird that you haven't heard any of the previous ones.
God.
There's very slim pickings. Penultimate review by Kylie Mack. July 4th, 2021. Stupid sprinkles. When Matt gets kissed, you're getting dissed. And picnics are better on the floor. 7 out of 10.
7.
And lastly, by Hi Floyd, November 24th, 2020. It's very good. I love the sound design, and I don't have feelings for Christy North.
I don't have feelings for Christy North.
10 out of 10. So that's going to end it.
It's going to sound like background noise.
Yeah, it's so far away. Are we recommending this film? Peyton.
Last thing.
Yes, to everyone I know. Everyone has to watch it once.
That's the most resounding answer we've ever had.
I know, right?
Come say goodbye real quick before you go.
Say love you bye.
Yeah, say
In the
whatever you
mic.
want. Whatever you want. Just as a goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, goodbye. Thanks for having me.
She's gone. There she goes. Seth, are you recommending this movie?
Yeah.
To whom?
I think I'm actually just going to recommend the video that I saw it from. Because it honestly...
The Drew Gooden one?
Yeah. Watching that, I got the gist of the whole movie. He did a great job reviewing it and just getting the best parts out of it, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll coattail off that. You sounded very confident with it. I'll recommend that YouTube video. I'm not recommending this movie to except, like, my mom, maybe.
Yeah, your mom might like it.
She would probably like it, but pretty much bad.
Yeah.
These holiday home movies are really taking it out of me right now.
Hiccups.
Um,
It's been a rough 3 weeks. I'm losing touch.
which is crazy because, like, if we thought back to October for the Downtown Spook Boys, We had, well, I mean Morbius, but
Oh god.
then we had Spirited Away, Videodrome, Birdemic 2, Shining.
Yeah.
That's 3 like great movies, and Birdemic 2, which was at least fun to watch.
Yeah, and Lucas loved it, so it ended up getting a higher rating than it deserved.
Morbius was one of the worst films I've seen. But
Yeah, oh for sure. It was worse than this.
yes, I think so.
Yeah.
But this wasn't good.
No, no, I'm not saying that. But it's just been like a long. We did Kirk Cameron last week. We did
And Star Wars Holiday.
and then what did we do at the end of November?
The Last Unicorn, which was okay.
It was still crazy to watch. I feel like we've been on like a 6-week bad movie kick.
Because what did we do? And then, well, the week before that was even Dwarves Started Small. No, we watched San Andreas.
Yeah, so it's been since Dwarves and Mitchell and the Machines.
Mitchell's
before that.
versus the Machines was like the last movie where we could like sit down and watch,
Feel like
and,
human beings.
Yeah, really enjoy it and just be like, classic. Because Dwarves was good, but like I had to think, and it like good, like objectively good, but
Yeah,
so weird.
very weird.
Last Unicorn, weird, kind of good. San Andreas, bad. All these bad. Oh, God. And then next week, to end it, we've got, once again, It's a Wonderful Life. Yep, we're going to hate it. Christmas masterpiece, supposedly. And then we're ending the season with A Talking Cat before
Are we?
our season 6 premiere and the season 5 bracket. I'm going to throw out a couple movies in season 6 to look forward to if you want to get a head start. Let's see. We've got a couple in January.
A head start?
Lyle Crocodile.
Don't watch that.
Don't.
Don't watch that one. Let us tell you how bad it is.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Watch it.
For sure, watch that. With a guest. How about Love on a Leash?
With a guest?
Yep.
Who?
Can't tell you.
Can you tell me when we're done recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Love on a Leash.
Don't watch it.
The Room. Classic cult film.
Finally doing The Room, huh?
We're finally doing The Room. It's been on our list for a long time.
I can imagine.
So there are a couple
Podcasts
ones.
start with that movie.
Yeah. So there's a couple ones to look forward to. That's going to end it this week. Thank you, Peyton, for being on. And I'll plug in her bye again.
Yeah. Throw that back in there.
Thank you, Camilla Cabello. Thank you, Rat Boy. Thank you, Quiz Mice. Thank you, Jonathan at BAM.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Devon, for working at the post office previously. And thank you, Lucas, for, I don't know, being you.
R.I.P. to all you kings.
Yeah, rest in peace. And with that, we'll see you next week.
Adieu. I don't know. Goodbye.
Quiz bye.
No.
We did it.
Your poor wife, man.
It's not as late as it usually is.
Yeah, but we're not behind a closed door this time.
It's true.
Yeah.
She's always still awake.
Okay.
It's 11:30 and I walk in.
Stumbling. That was my stumbling impression. Okay. Who's on Napoleon with us, though?
Marina.
Well, yeah. Let's fucking go.
She requested it.
I love it, dude. Hold on.
Oh shit, that was on the video. For the 3 people that watch the video, they'll know.
They'll know.
They'll know.
They'll know.
Yes.
Actually, no, let me look first.
Is this Jurassic Park?
Yeah, this is how my sister laughs. This is the song they remix.
I love Jurassic Park so much. It's so funny. Oh, did you grab all mine? one more.
Oh shit. Well.
Why'd your sister leave?
She just left.
Why?
She had to go get started on her paper. It's 10 pages.
And her fiance was here.
Yeah. Mike.
Don't you guys live together? Why would it shift right home?
Yeah, she wanted to go get started on it. But I think she had him coming over here in case I stayed for a little while, but I was like, I don't usually on Sundays because they gotta get up early. And she was like, well, have him come get me just in case if you want to go anywhere after. Alright.
You're gonna go to the bet?
Probably not. Quiz mice.
Can't keep saying quiz
You
mice.
said it a billion times. I can say it one more.
Peyton said it the most.
Maybe.
I thought I